Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm the Wombat of Doom.
I'm Meg Kirby. I actually streamed yesterday. What's up?
And I'm Trillian Spears.
Welcome guys. Welcome to the stream. How we doing everybody out there? Whether you're watching on the VOD or you're watching in live time, we're happy to have you. So today we're going to be talking about E3. Everything that happened in E3 we're going to try and cover. I know it's a lot. And not all of us watched everything that was covered, so we're going to do our best. I know everybody kind of has something different to bring to the table, so why don't we just get right into it, I guess.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh no! Don't you? I'm gonna minimize.
Sorry, I just had to decorate a little.
No.
We're not going to be
No.
we're not going to be talking about the Nintendo stuff until the end, so
I don't even want to think about that.
Super stoked for the Nintendo segment.
Shit, Lord. All right. We can minimize that.
What was? I don't know what's wrong. What I do? E3 was great, guys. I can't wait to talk about the Nintendo segment.
Okay. Anyway, we'll start with Microsoft, not Nintendo.
So yeah, the Microsoft they had a pretty big presentation, and they announced quite a few games and things, right? Like,
Yeah, they announced a lot of games. I'll be honest, I don't care about most of them, but there were like a select 5 or so games I am interested in that they talked
all right.
about.
So what are you guys interested in that came out?
Do you want me to name all of them right now, or just like start with one and we'll talk about
Yeah, let's
that?
talk about them.
Okay. So wait, name all of them, or just pick one at the
go for
moment?
it. Name Kirby.
So
Let's do
right
it.
now, I would say, going in order, what I wrote down, Bleeding Edge, which is a game by Ninja Theory. It's a melee 4-person, just competitive game. Looks fun. The biggest one is Cyberpunk 2077, though. Got my boy Keanu Reeves in it.
Yep.
And fantastic looking game. Let's see. There was Dying Light 2. I really liked the first one. That was one of my favorite zombie games I've ever played. Maybe not as good as Zombie U, but it was close. Psychonauts 2. Really excited for that. Let's see. Though it was already announced, I do want to play Borderlands 3. And probably the biggest one, even though it's not really like a Microsoft game, is of course Elden Ring, which we'll have a lot more to say about that. The new game by FromSoft, Miyazaki,
Oh, yeah.
and of course George R.R. Martin from Game of Thrones. Those are my top 5 or 6 games that Microsoft announced.
So I would probably agree. I didn't know that. I must have missed that. I didn't see that they were coming out with Psychonauts 2 because I really want to play the first one of those.
The
Oh, yeah,
owner
here.
of Xbox, the president of Xbox, actually wore a
Phil
Psychonauts
Spencer.
shirt when he came out.
That's the link to Psychonauts 2, if anyone's in the chat, if anyone cares.
Yo, yeah, appreciate that. I completely missed that one. And yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that afterwards.
Yep.
There was also some
Cyberpunk
announcements for.
2077.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, Cyberpunk 2077 is probably one of the ones that I would
Yeah,
talk
it looked
about.
pretty awesome. The intro that they did was really neat. And then like to have like Keanu Reeves come out and be like his like, I don't really understand what's going on, but let me read these cue cards. I know you guys are all hyped. It was really funny.
Just made us love him more, and plus he's like off the hype of John Wick 3. He was just like,
Oh
he's,
my
he's
God,
hot
yep.
stuff right now. Oh my god.
Man.
So
Yep.
it was like, oh wait, is that Keanu Reeves in the video
Right?
game?
Yeah.
And then he walks out and it's like, what is going on?
The announcer, ladies and gentlemen, Keanu Reeves. It was like,
Yeah.
He's so good.
he is. Oh my god. So I do wonder why they chose the Microsoft segment to announce Elden Ring. That was kind of curious to me, but I was super stoked for it.
Well, I guess because if you look at the alternatives, Sony wasn't there.
Sony wasn't there.
And it's obviously
man.
not Nintendo. I mean, I guess they could have thrown it in the PC gaming show. I don't know if like maybe Microsoft's, people are probably watching Microsoft more than they're watching PC gaming show, to be honest. So I figure since it's a bigger release, they just went there.
They're not as big as Ubisoft or Bethesda that
Right.
that have their own segment. I mean, I wish they were big enough. I
FromSoft,
want
more games,
FromSoft.
please.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well,
Please.
since FromSoft works primarily on one game or two games at a time, Like
Yeah.
they're big enough now that they have 2 teams, obviously, because they've
Well,
been
yeah,
working
because
on
Elden
this.
Ring has actually been in development
Right.
since the Ring City DLC.
So,
Dark Souls 3.
which means that Miyazaki was like had his hands in 2 projects at once, which is
That's
amazing.
insane. I know.
Wow. That was
I'm
from the
hop-
Ring. and
But it
City
also
DLC?
explains a
Yeah.
lot about Sekiro. Like if they were working on this as well, why Sekiro is the way it is kind of makes sense a little bit more.
Oh, like why
Why
it's
it's,
not
like,
another Dark
dripping?
Souls S game?
dripping and jank. Why it's dripping and jank? That's why it is.
why it's like a little bit more simple of a game and like
Right.
yeah,
Why
like
it's so easy? Yeah.
And dripping and jank. Yeah, I can get it now.
Okay.
so yeah, it was really neat to I actually just watched the trailer like yesterday
Dude, I'm
because
so
I hadn't
excited.
gotten to see it.
Oh, the Elden
But
Ring one?
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't.
What
I
were-
didn't. I watched most of the Microsoft, but like I had to cut out because of I think work or something like that.
Gotcha.
Dude, you just cut out work. Well, you gotta get your
No.
priorities straight here, man.
Well, I
Yeah.
did. So like we'll talk about that later. But
Elden Ring trailer.
I didn't even know that they were gonna be doing the Elden Ring trailer in Microsoft. So like I cut out at one point, and then like
Okay.
you guys were talking about, I was like crap. So,
So I
um,
guess how do you guys want to approach this? You guys want to like just pick a game and then your thoughts?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I mean, so if I had to pick one game to talk about from Microsoft, it would be Elden Ring. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077, yes, but I'm always gonna have a little soft spot for my boy Miyazaki. So,
Right.
if like, the thing is that we know so little about Elden Ring, it's all really skepticism. At least like Cyberpunk, we know more about. Elden Ring, we have. Some
we don't even
rumors
know when
and-
it's coming out, right?
No, if I had to guess, their last 5 games have come out in March, and given that they've been
Yeah.
working on it since Dark Souls 3, I still think March is feasible for them. But I guess we'll see.
Yep.
I mean, if you think about it, the E3 before Sekiro, they showed that quick spoiler, then they released the March after that. So I think March is
That's
fair.
true. I'm actually kind of
Yeah.
sad that they didn't release any information about a Sekiro DLC or
DLC?
something like that.
Yeah.
I was just about to touch on that.
I'm
Like,
hoping
why?
it comes in fall, but they didn't say anything, so we'll see.
Did they ever say that there was going to be DLC?
No, but I mean, again, they've had DLC
Every-
for the last
every
5
game
games, so
Has had DLC except for Demon Souls.
you know, and it always releases like 6 to 8 months after the base game.
Right.
So
That'd be a lot
it's-
to have in progress, actually. The main game and that game, and then DLC.
Yeah, I know, but
Mm.
I don't know. Miyazaki, please.
Please DLCs.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they were working on Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne at the same time.
yeah, they were.
So, yeah, they've had 2 teams for a bit.
So I mean, the only thing we really know about Elden Ring is that it's their biggest game yet in terms of sheer volume, and it's the most open world that it's ever been. There's a horse, and that's all that's been like actually confirmed. The rest of it is all skepticism. Like one thing was said, like the goal is to go to nearby kingdoms, fight their leaders, and take their powers, which I really want to be true. If it's not, that's okay. Oh, we also confirmed there would still be big badass boss fights, so no worries there.
That sounds
Well, yeah,
awesome.
and so like if you're taking their powers instead of like getting like things
Souls.
in the game, well, like it's kind of like with Sekiro how you get the memories and that increases your power.
Which is
Mhm.
cool, kind of boring, but cool.
But like adding like maybe the prosthetics type of
Yeah.
thing. You know how
So
like
it's
you
re-
get
yeah.
prosthetics from some of the bosses.
yeah,
So
Well,
so
this
now
was
what I'm-
supposed to be
yeah, go
more
ahead, sorry.
RPG like.
right.
That's what I was just gonna say. So you're supposed to have more customization in this game than you ever did in Dark Souls. And so now what's interesting is like, assuming they don't change what powers you get, maybe like the bosses, you know, they always have a bunch of movesets. Maybe you can choose the ability you get, so that way it tailors more to your play style. If not, that's fine. I don't expect that. But then obviously there would be some abilities that fit better to just the play style that you're going for than others. I would assume.
Right.
So we'll see.
It's-
I have no idea.
It's curious to me that they kind of like they took like Dark Souls as the baseline, and then they went with Sekiro, which is like not RPG, and then they went like completely the other way. It's like they attacked both directions there, and like
Oh my
went,
God.
we're gonna go all in RPG and then nothing RPG. And
Yeah.
I, to be honest, like Sekiro was a really good thing to add to their like repertoire. I thought it was
Yep.
it's powerful. So I mean, if they did well with that, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Elden Ring. Hopefully, they'll just make it jank free. That's all I'm hoping for.
No, I need more jank. I need more mimics as actually.
Oh
being
my god,
honest.
no! You okay? Don't ruin the game by putting mimics in it. That's my one request, Miyazaki. Please.
Please mimics.
No,
A mimic boss would be so cool.
I
What if,
mean,
like,
Trial, remember, mimics in Dark Souls 3, like, you never really even had a problem with them.
yeah, because they're obvious as hell. Make them harder.
Oh no! Don't put him in there.
And I don't want just chests. I'm talking walls. I'm talking doors. I'm talking floors. I'm talking health items. I'm talking your
Oh
essence
my
glass turns into a
God.
mimic, and you go to drink, but then it's acid.
No, no, please, none of that. Don't listen.
I
to
mean,
me.
they already had mimic walls, Kirby.
They had those in Neo. Did they have them in Dark Souls 2? Am I being dumb?
Dark Souls 2, yeah. Remember?
I do remember that. Yep. Yep.
Mimic
You know,
walls? Wait, what? Wait, what? Talking about
Trell, you
the
experienced one. It's the Dark Souls 2 clip.
Oh,
the Pharaoh contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
They did have mimic bonfires in that too.
bring the Gargs back.
Oh, yeah, mimic bonfires. I forgot about those. The ones that exploded on you too.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I wish they killed you.
that would have been awesome.
No.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's more or less. I mean, we can keep talking about this, but that's all we really have
Right.
confirmed.
There's not much you can really go off of that trailer. I wish they had like at
Yeah.
least like
Miyazaki.
Some
please.
game-
Oh,
Gameplay
they had
something.
Gears 5,
Oh, yeah, Gears 5.
which is
I
the
haven't
second
played any
incarnation of the
Gears 3, but-
second trilogy, which is about his son. And apparently, like, they're growing the lurkers or whatever they're called. What are they called? I forget. what their name
Locusts?
is. The locusts. They're growing locusts from humans now. Like they're turning humans into locusts. So like they're putting them in like these sacks and then pulling them out as locusts. So like instead of like whatever it was before, it's now a little different.
So have you played
it's
all the other
evolving.
ones? Wombat?
I haven't played 4, but I've played the
Yeah,
first
same.
3.
Yep, same. Okay.
Um,
Trell?
I played Gears 1. I hated it, and I never played any other Gears.
I liked the series. The better, the farther it got, the better I thought it was. Like the first game was okay. Second game was pretty cool. Third game was pretty cool too.
To be honest, like I didn't like the gameplay, and so I like tried.
Yeah,
it,
it was
like,
hard to get
once
used
or
to,
twice,
especially
and
being
I
a
was
Halo
like,
fan. Like it's very different from Halo. But like
You
I
said
had somebody I
co-op
played it
then?
with, so
Yeah.
like
Co-op was good, yeah. I never played solo.
yeah.
To be honest, like it was I tried it when I was really young, and I was completely into Halo at that point in
Right.
time. So like I tried it, and I was like, no, this game sucks, and I never went back. I think my older self now probably would appreciate it. And
Yeah, you
maybe
probably
maybe
like
give it a
it.
try one of these days, but I know
If we
nothing about
had
the games.
if we had current Xboxes, I'd play with you.
Well, that's why I'm just waiting for them to port it all to PC.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and that's I do want to get to that actually. With Microsoft like pushing so hard to make everything console and PC, I think that damages them in some ways. But I don't know if we want to talk about that now or.
We have
So
the Game Pass to talk about it.
So I think what's going on is Microsoft recognizes that they are okay. So like think of it this way: like Microsoft makes Halo and Gears of War, and they're direct competitors with each other, right?
Yep.
So
Yep,
like
right.
if somebody buys one or the other, it's hurting the other sale, but like they're still getting money from it, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing here because Microsoft owns Microsoft Computers, and they also own Xbox, right?
Right.
So like if you're a PC loyalist or if you're a console loyalist for Xbox, they're trying to hit both markets and make it easier for you to spend your money on them.
Right, and then I think the like cherry on top of that is the whole X Cloud to like, hey, and then you can play your console from your PC.
Right.
Isn't that
Yes.
cool, guys? Which I have beef to say about that too. I'm not sure what they're
Go
doing
ahead.
there, but
Yeah.
well,
Let's talk about
like
it.
so Project Scarlet, you know, the like 120 refresh rate. Oh my, and then all the PC people are like, so you know,
That's why. Yeah, who cares?
it was like, well, ooh, we've had that forever, you know. SSD that's better than any SSD is going to add to your RAM. It's just going to be so much RAM. It's RAM. You're like, whoa, okay.
RAM.
Yeah, you're like, okay, that's
It's gonna have a solid state drive and an
And
SSD.
SSD. We have both. The combination makes it, girl. You're not understanding.
I forgot about that.
That
Yeah,
was dumb as
SSD
shit.
and solid state drive. It was
Like how are you like? I understand misspeaking, but no one watched that and was like, oh, that's not right.
Oh,
There's
but,
like a confused cheer from the crowd. Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
everyone's like, I thought I knew what SSD meant.
Oh man.
But it sounds like a fantastic console, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know if it's been out. I don't know if Xbox One and PS4 have been out long enough.
Well, they've
again,
been out
technology
since
is.
2013,
They've been out
right?
longer than Switch came out. Remember, it
Wasn't
came out
there,
a
there was
year and a half before them.
the gap between 360 and Xbone was
It's
bigger
5
than.
years.
Oh, was it? So
Yeah.
that's been.
It's been
Oh,
like
wow,
6
okay.
years.
It's every
Wow, I
5
feel-
years really that they try and make a new console,
Yeah.
and then there's a middle
feel-
ground. And Nintendo kind of
Oh,
capitalizes on the middle
Confirmed
ground.
Geezer.
I am. I feel like an old geezer now. Damn. All right. So I guess I have no room to talk. It now is the time for a new console.
Yeah, it came out November 22nd, 2013. The problem isn't the console, it's the damn games.
Right.
I agree. Like, so the console sounds amazing. Like,
Agreed.
And
I
especially
don't know if
because
I'm
it
gonna-
is the Scarlet the Xbox or the no sorry, that was the PlayStation 5. Did they announce the PlayStation 5?
They didn't.
I mean, they were on E3, but it's been blatantly announced, like
Right.
it's happening, and they've announced it also has an SSD. Right now, I don't think it won't be till like, I think if I remember, the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021. So it's still a ways
Right.
out. But
Yeah, but
Right.
like it's all reverse compatible, and I think the
Oh, yep,
Xbox is
all
doing that too,
PS4.
right?
if not, they're trash. But
I'm surprised Sony didn't show up to even like talk about that.
Sony
they're
pulled out at
starting to do,
E3.
like,
They're gonna have their own
direct.
event.
Oh, they're starting to do directs. Okay.
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
That's got to be cheaper. Like, you don't have to put on such a big like show and stuff like that, But
Right.
They didn't want to share their limelight with somebody else. That's the whole thing. Like that's what Nintendo did too. And then yeah, we'll talk about Nintendo, but yeah, continue.
So Scarlet sounds amazing and everything. And like,
And I didn't see the
Again,
Scarlet
I-
stuff, so I don't know anything about it really.
oh yeah, you're gonna have to check out. Do you have that VOD or YouTube link, Kirby?
I
on
got
your-
you. Yep. Give me 1 second. Let's go. to
Kirby's
Scarlet.
And
hot
title
for
those,
me.
by the way, because I just see 2 links on the screen right now.
You don't remember everything I'm saying when I say, "Oh, this is." Come on. No, I got you. I got you. Scarlet.
So like, I'm excited to get that. I probably won't try to get the first release of that, to be honest. I'll probably let another generation come out, or not generation, but another version come out.
Well, especially because
usually
Xbox has a history of like their
Oh,
first
yeah.
generation is always like it's got
their
some
first-gen
bugs.
console, yeah, like the one I got here is this. I knew better. I knew better, but I still was just greedy, and I got the
Greedy.
first gen Xbone, and like again the disk drive broke.
It turned out to be a
warranty,
Mimic.
So... it turned out to be again. But I sent it in, they repaired it and stuff like that, and now it still does have some fan problems and stuff like that. So I constantly have to mess with it. But so I would wait. I would warn anybody, wait. Just because Xbox has their history or whatever.
Right.
No exclusives. That kind of sucked. I don't have an incentive to go and get it day one, anyways.
So
mean,
you don't
there's-
like that they are going to be bringing a lot of their stuff to PC, like with the Game Pass and stuff like that?
Well, it's great because that way you don't have to go and buy their expensive hardware. You could just go play it on your PC or something like that.
Right.
Like, because Halo was even one that was going to become the PC. Isn't that what they said?
Yeah. Halo. So the Halo pack, which is Halo 1 through 4 plus Reach,
Yeah.
Yeah.
coming to
But then
PC.
on top of that, and this is where what confused me was like, they're coming out with the whole XCloud thing, and like it kills me when they're just like, oh, it's in the cloud, everything cloud.
Dude, it's
cloud.
in the
It's like,
cloud, bro. Like,
oh my god. But why come out with a new hardware if you're going to also have a virtual console? Like, what's my incentive to even buy this expensive hardware piece? And I was
Well,
asking around
because there's
that.
some people that are console gamers and there's some people that have a PC. Some people don't have a PC or don't want a PC, like or
which is fine. Yeah, of course.
whatever. So
But like in theory, you could just have a crappy PC like this dinosaur that I'm on right now, and I could just hook up to my virtual console and still play badass games, right?
yeah, but like if your PC can't run the game, then it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to have a good PC. So like,
In the game, they'd be running in the VM, and then it would just
Yeah,
be
so it's
displaying
but
it.
you
like
still need a
your-
good graphics card and stuff like that.
No, you really just need good internet because the idea is that
Yeah.
the console plays the entire thing and it'd be like just streaming it to your PC.
Okay.
So it's essentially like it's working as just the monitor. That's all it's doing.
Yeah,
and
so
using-
that's
using
the
not
proof in the
patched
pudding.
internet.
That's what I mean. Like if you have a crappy computer, like you can still play games from your console. So like,
right, yes. I think we're talking about the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not.
Yep.
yeah, we are.
But-
Okay.
it just confused me. I was asking her that at the Twitch meetup that I was at last night, and some people kind of put it in a bit more perspective for me. Like they're saying like they think that xCloud is going to be like a service that you're going to have to constantly pay for.
That's normally how cloud-based services work, right? You pay per month because
I mean that's
you're
what
paying for
the
bandwidth now.
the Game Pass is too, isn't it?
Yeah, it
yeah.
like starts off like $1 the first couple months, and then jacks up the price, kind of thing.
Right, and you also have to pay for Xbox Live on top of that.
Oh yeah, man, that's crazy to do all that. But then if you bought the console outright, that's like the one-time buy, and you don't have to constantly do the service fee, so it might be cheaper in the long run. I was like, I can get that, I guess, but I don't know. I guess it's just why not offer a variety of different services or consoles and let the user decide how they want to do it. I guess is what their game plan is. But
right.
And thinking about it, I probably just because I have many other consoles, like a part of me wants to just get whatever Project Scarlet's final name is going to be. I want to get that hardware just to like add to my collection and be like, look at all I have, But
sure.
Maybe I'll get xCloud service. We'll see. I guess as it grows and we learn more about it, the benefits, I might just be like, let's see what I get.
Yeah, it's fair.
We'll talk about that, Kel, once we're done talking about. We're breaking down each show right now. We're on Microsoft. So I think we're at a good segue for the Game Pass. I think the Game Pass is a pretty cool idea, and there's kind of an incentive for me to get it so I can play whatever I want. But like at the same time, it's kind of like the PlayStation Game Pass, right? Like they have a thing too, so they're kind of catching up with it.
Yeah.
Is that right, Kirby?
Yeah. I mean,
but
go ahead before I say anything.
But I think Xbox has like every game ever is on their Game Pass, right?
Well, I was trying to figure that out, and they don't like their replay on there, which is the one game I looked up because that's the only game I want. But
I don't think because they have Game Pass on Xbox right now, and the whole thing with Game Pass is now is PC's going to share in that love, right?
Yeah. So at least
it's not every game is on there. There's a lot of games on there, and there's a lot of new games. Like I remember when Sea of Thieves came out, it was on there for like every time you like go in the store, it's like $1 to buy this game. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy. No, wait, I don't want to subscribe to that. Not yet. It gets me like every single time I see it, I'm like, ooh. But and then I think Sekiro is on there, or is that the PS4 one that's on there? I can't remember.
Well, there's a list of the Xbox ones. I didn't look for Sekiro though.
So how does the Game Pass work? Do you have to pay for games that are on it, or do you get access to the games?
Monthly fee, and you get the second one. You pay for this fee, and you get access to all the games. And then if you stop paying for it, you lose access to the games.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, just like PlayStation.
Yep.
And it's like I think the first couple of months are like they always advertise like $1. I'm not sure for how many months it's $1, and then it goes up to like
10.
Yeah, currently it's $5 a
not
month
bad.
at Microsoft.
$10 is not bad.
It was $1 if you were at E3 or on E3
okay.
day.
To be honest, like you could pay a lot more and just buying games outright, so that's not a bad thing.
Right.
No, it's not. I mean, as long as you're not trash with your money like I am and buy every game you want, then it's a great deal.
Yeah, it's affordable. Like for people who don't like, there's all these games coming out, and I can't pay $60 per game. Like,
Right? No, yeah.
And I think they realize that, and that's where they want to capitalize. Plus, having someone subscribe to you is locking them in because again, if you stop, you lose the game. So you don't want to stop, so you want to keep paying it to them.
Yep.
So it definitely locks in that customer basis.
But like once you resubscribe, you get back access, right?
Yeah, correct. Yep.
It's not like they're holding it hostage. Like, oh, if you stop your subscription, you'll lose everything that you work for. Because then that's an incentive not to come back ever.
They delete your files, everything.
It's all gone.
Oh, that'd be.
Yeah, I would say Microsoft's game list is a lot bigger than PlayStation for sure. PlayStation is going to have to up their game a little bit. Add Demon Souls, add all that shit.
Honestly, please add Demon Souls.
They have.
Add whatchamacallit. Oh, you guys just froze.
True. If you don't have exclusive, if you don't have the quality of exclusives, you gotta have the quality.
Yeah, they went for quantity, not quality.
Yeah. So like Demon Souls was the prequel to Shadow of the Colossus.
Ico or
Eco, yeah.
is it the other one, Last Guardian?
Last Guardian's the sequel.
Oh, that's the sequel
Eco.
to the Ico, yeah. Eco,
I need
Ico,
to
whatever
play
it is.
those. I need to play those so badly.
Yeah, you're gonna like Last Guardian. I really liked it.
What was the one game, Okami, that you?
Oh my
Oh
god!
my gosh,
Okami is the
Okami's
best.
great.
Oh my god!
I need to play that game. You guys
Oh,
say
It's
it's
like
my
good.
Zelda, except you're a wolf
It-
the whole time.
It is so good.
Okami,
The
Okami.
exploration, yeah, exactly. The exploration. The
Yeah,
art
it's a lot of
style,
fun. It's really
gameplay.
cool.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on Okami.
You could play that on the Switch, or not the Switch.
It's
Can
on
you play it on the
and
Switch?
Steam. No, it's on Switch. They have
Okay.
the HD
Yeah, you can use the
release
touchscreen.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
to draw.
But I guess if you're gonna be streaming it, you can't.
The controller works fine, honestly, for drawing
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
It's so good. Anyway,
Anyway, back on topic. So I think that covers Microsoft. So next we got and the middle ones I didn't watch any of. So Square
got you.
Enix is the
is
next
that what we're
one.
starting with? That's next. Okay.
Yeah, and I think they had
So-
a pretty small presentation, correct?
They did, yeah. So I mean, really, there was a bunch of games. There's like something called like Romancing Saga 3. I don't know what the hell that is. There was like Dragon Quest Builders. I don't know what that is. The ones I care about, Dying Light 2 also stuck in here, so that's a repeat from Microsoft, but I still care about it. The only new one I honestly cared about from Square Enix was the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I never actually got the chance to play and beat Final
Same.
Fantasy VII on PS1. Now, Charles, I know you don't really care about turn-based JRPGs. I don't know how much you care about the action combat, but they're actually making it's no longer turn-based. It's now
interesting.
free-flowing combat like Kingdom Hearts
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So-
for Final Fantasy VII Remake?
for the remake. Yep.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm really excited about that. It looks fantastic. My only concern right now is I don't know. They weren't clear. They mentioned that it releases on March 20th of 2020, but previously they didn't mention any of this at E3. But previously they mentioned that it was going to be released episodically because it was such a big game and they want to make it huge, right? So, but really they want more money. But anyway, I don't know if they're releasing all episodes in March or just like the first episode. And I don't know how many there are going to be.
Can you? I don't get that. Can you explain that to me? Like,
Right.
So,
for
as-
someone that's outside the Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
like I sometimes have a hard time. Like, okay, I played Final Fantasy VII when I was a kid, and I didn't like it. Stayed away
Right.
from Final Fantasy.
So
And now I'm just afraid to approach Final Fantasy because there's so many, and there's so many
Right.
remakes, and there's so many like version 2s, and I'm just like, I don't know how to approach.
So I think episodically what they're talking about is like the story in itself is going to be released in chapters. Like Half-Life 2 Volume 1, Volume 2, you know that thing? Like
okay.
Yep.
basically like that. So my question is, are you going to have to pay for each chapter or do you
Yes. No. The second, if they,
Oh, that
they
sounds
announced
like a
earlier, you have
cash
to pay for
grab.
each chapter. Exactly. I'm hoping at the very least it's not like $60 per chapter. In my opinion, I don't believe that the episodes are going to be big enough to be a full game price. If it was like 20,
Especially
fine.
if it's a remake, if it's
Yeah, so they are
recycling
adding
it.
new things, but they didn't say how much. So the first Final Fantasy VII was, because of the limitations of space on discs in that era, was released on like 4 discs.
Put it in
So
the
I'm-
cloud.
So it's probably going to be
Wow.
4 chapters.
That's what I was thinking too. And so I'm gonna buy it probably unless they butcher it like Pokemon, but we'll come back to that. So unless they butcher it, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm going to wait until all chapters are released because the same thing happened with Life is
They'll
Strange.
probably have a
Hey,
deal.
They probably will, but I don't want to buy it in March, play through episode 1, love it, and then have it be like 4 months before I can continue the game.
Right.
That's dumb, and I'm not doing that. So I probably will buy it, but at the very least, we're getting something from them. It's March 3rd, not March 20th. Okay, cool. So March 3rd is when we get to play something there. And I really like the fact that they made it an active combat. Turn-based is cool, but I have a bunch of turn-based games, and I really enjoy the active combat of RPGs.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it works. And they didn't have any demos or anything, right?
They showed gameplay, but it was only in the form of trailers, right? They didn't have any demos yet. So
Got it.
there's gameplay in the trailer I showed, and you can look up some gameplay
I mean,
showing like the first boss. and
Real,
whatnot, but-
it could still be turn-based-esque like they'd have in later Final Fantasy games while also being free-flowing. So we
So-
really have to see.
They said that it would be free flowing and you can pause whenever you want to get like a tactical camera view to like pause, like, okay, do I need to heal where the enemy, stuff like that. But they said the combat itself would all be free flow.
Hmm. That's where if you're not quick enough on your selecting your skill, that
Yep.
they'll
So you have
just
to
go
select
hit
your
next.
skills, you have to dodge, like get your items and stuff like that. But you can pause to breathe for a little bit. But what you said was correct.
Okay. Interesting.
So I don't know. I really hope that even if they still release in episodes, I prefer they don't. But if they still do, I'd really like fully within like 5 months of each other or something, 5 or 6 months. I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Right.
The only other game that I'll admit I'm not too interested in, I don't really like superhero games. I don't know if you guys are, but a lot of people are excited for is the Avengers video game that was announced from Square Enix.
Because they still have the rights to all the Marvel stuff, I think.
Right.
as I
So
know.
here's the
So
Avengers trailer.
it was that the Avengers or was that Outsiders? Is that what it's called?
Outsiders is something. Wait, Outsiders is something different. I'm talking about Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Outriders is a game. I don't know if that's what you're thinking of.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking
That
of.
was the game they announced.
Wasn't that like supposed to be connected to like Thanos' crew or something? Or I thought I read that somewhere.
Let me look. I'm actually not familiar with Outriders. I just saw. I just remember writing it down, but I'm not sure what it is. This game here, I don't know when this takes place, but it's the original Avengers. So like, America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, those goons.
Right.
I don't really know what the gameplay is like though, because they don't show any gameplay yet. But regardless, it exists.
I didn't really like what I really like the Avengers movies, but like
Mhm.
I've never really enjoyed any of the games that they've come out with Marvel. So like I didn't really pay attention to it, but like if I hear good stuff, then like I might like with the exception of like Spider-Man, like Spider-Man's been pretty good. Like the PS4 Spider-Man,
Yeah, I love that game.
I still have yet to play it, but like it looks really good, and I've
I would
heard good
agree.
things.
I would agree on both things actually. Like one, I really want to play Spider-Man. Two, historically, like superhero games, they've not been like a complete home run for me. They've been like, oh, that was fun,
Right.
you know. But so I don't know. Maybe like if I see more trailers come out and some gameplay, I'd be like interested. But right now, I'm just kind of like,
Agreed. Like, yeah.
I mean, I
But-
feel like so. Here's one thing that I've noticed in a lot of these is like there's a lot of remakes, a lot of like retro stuff coming back and being re-released or like pulling off of retro stuff like for new releases.
Yep.
Like there wasn't a lot of original content in any. Like everything's like sequels or like
Well, the
like-
realizing, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like and
No,
like
I do.
no
they
school like the old school.
The old school.
like
yes.
I get it, but
Yes.
like and like I appreciate like new stuff on different themes, but like was Ori
Or it was part of Microsoft.
Microsoft? Okay, let's go back to that real quick. That looked
What was
fucking
the second
awesome.
one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the second one.
The Will of the Wisps. It looked really awesome.
Rose.
I want to play the first one still.
Yeah, me too.
Both of them look clean and fresh and just like just so good on your eyes. And after watching like bits from Rose's gameplay,
Right.
it looks like it's just so fun.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. Anyway, so anything else from Square Enix?
Honestly, no. The only games I didn't mention was a game called Dragon Quest Builders: The Last
The
Remnant.
Dragon
which is
Quest,
supposed to-
another thing.
Wait, sorry.
Another Dragon Quest game. So another
Yeah.
nostalgia.
Yep. Exactly. So then the only other game was like The Last Remnant, which I don't even know what this is. It's on the Switch though. I'm skipping through the trailer. I have no idea what it's about. It looks like an RPG, but nothing that I care to talk about.
Okay.
What's next?
Next would be we got PC gaming.
Okay. Yeah, there were a
Did we-
few things in here. Go ahead,
Real
Trell.
quick, did we talk about Cyberpunk 2077? I know we mentioned it, but did we really talk about it?
Yeah.
We did not. We
Didn't
we talked about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Oh man, Keanu Reeves is bae. by the
So
way.
Cyberpunk, I never played any of the other Cyberpunks.
Wait, this is the
Um,
only one. This
okay.
Is new. This
Oh.
is from the developers of The Witcher, but this is the first Cyberpunk game.
I thought there was other Cyberpunks, like Cyberpunk 2020 or something.
You were about to level me there. I was like, "There's other Cyberpunks."
Maybe.
What?
Hold on.
To me, it looks kind of like a what is it called?
Oh no,
Days-
he's right.
Days-
There's a Cyberpunk
Days Gone.
2020. What the hell is this?
Is there really? Look
Oh.
at Wombat dropping some
Wombat
serious
it.
knowledge.
I've never heard of
Wompedia.
this game.
Wombo combo. Damn.
Where's the gameplay?
Yeah, now I'm got. I didn't know there was another Cyberpunk.
It was
thought
made
it was
in
a brand new game.
1988. Wait.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, is it not a video game? I don't know if it's a video game. It might be like a pen and paper game.
Wait, what?
But Cyberpunk is based off of that. It's like influenced from that. That.
It's a tabletop game. Okay, yes, it is not a video game, but it is a tabletop game. Yup. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to look this up now.
Okay, so anyway, that's crazy. But no, we did not talk about.
Well, first of all, it looks amazing. It kind of reminds me of like Deus Ex, where it's like
Yes.
a world where like enhancing yourself is completely like an obsession and stuff like that.
It reminded me of Akita or Alita, that movie that just came out recently.
Oh, Akita Battle Angel or whatever.
Battle Angel, yeah, which was awesome. It was a really cool movie, by the way.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
I don't know. The trailer. I mean, trailers can sometimes be misleading, but the trailer looks super exciting. Lots of action. And,
No, it looks great, and I mean they've done really well with their last couple games, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for this game. And then Keanu Reeves. Is Keanu Reeves involved?
Oh
I'm
my
involved.
God,
Just
Keanu
wanna say
Reeves.
It's just so
Jeez.
random though. Like,
He's been wanting to get
I
into
guess
video games for a
somebody
while.
genetically modified themselves to look like Keanu Reeves, or like,
What if it is Keanu Reeves?
but like
It's just
that's 70, 2070, right?
He's immortal though.
Yeah.
That's
Plus, he's had so many enhancements. He just looks like forever.
yes,
All robot all the time.
yes. So yeah, that game though. I mean, Keanu was even talking about how open the game is. It seems like there was this in some of the trailers. They show you like some like boxer was like sparring with like a robot like boxer trainer thing, and then he hacked into the robot trainer and made it kill the actual boxer. Like that was one way of him completing the mission. So that looks sweet. It looks good.
Sorry. Something just happened in the game. I'm like,
Did you walk on the bridge?
nope.
Did you walk on the bridge, Trell?
No.
What happened?
Did you die, Trell?
Take a picture of the bridge. Take a picture of it.
Taking a picture.
Show me the bridge. I want to see how it's. I want to see what it looks like.
Going in Discord. This is the equivalent of something I've seen from a PC, but not from this. Not like this.
What is this?
Alright,
Where are you
Discord.
posting it? Please
He's
post
posting
it.
in the general again.
I can't go there because I'm hosting.
An error has occurred. Shadows
It
not
freaking
twice.
blue screened on me, dude. What is this? This is unprecedented
Girl
level
got
of
janked.
jank.
His game crashed.
I better not have lost all my sweet progress.
I hope your dude. What if your save file?
Dude, the game file. Oh. I'm looking at it.
Please update us. Oh my god, I can't believe you got janked. Your PS4 crashed. Dude, that's never happened to me in a year of playing PS4 games.
Progress. Now see, it saves like every kill, so like you'll probably be fine. But
Yeah, but because save file could be corrupted. I mean, anything could happen, Wombat.
the jank. the
Anyways,
jank.
yes. What you were saying, I totally agree with. For what you were saying, Kirby. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, new topic. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. I look forward to that. Better not have a jank script file. Anyways, back to sorry
So-
to disrupt the.
No,
the
you're
podcast.
good. So we were talking about. No, we were talking about PC gaming show actually.
Yeah, PC gaming.
So my biggest hype from PC gaming show is a real vampire game. Not vampire, not that trash ass game. No, we're talking about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Never played
yeah.
the first one, but it's kind of like a Deus Ex game in terms of like not like futuristic or robots or cyborgs, but in terms of gameplay where it's like an open-ended RPG where you take the role of a vampire and there's different clans you can join that specialize in different vampiric abilities, like turning into bats versus just being really strong versus controlling blood, all that stuff. So I'm really excited for that. There was also not much gameplay shown. They said there was gonna be a gameplay trailer, but it was kind of a joke. You're good, Rose. But I'm really excited for that. Besides that, we can come back to that. They're making everyone's hyped about this. I've never played Shenmue. They're making a third Shenmue, and apparently this is a
What's
huge
Shenmue?
deal. It's like some Asian RPG, but like not really. It's like a slice of life RPG where like you're a regular Asian dude. Like it's not like you have powers. I'll link the trailer right now. I've never played them, but every gameplay I watch, he's like running around, going to arcades or like, running errands or something. But apparently it's a big deal. So But then the biggest one for me actually, and then we can start opening up discussions, is Baldur's Gate 3. Because I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
RPGs. Yeah, right.
Did you play Baldur's Gate?
I played the second one. I've never played the first one.
I played the first. I never played the second.
I haven't
Nice. So
played
together
either.
we played everything.
Yes. I'm stoked for that because like that was kind of like in the day when I played a ton of Diablo.
Mhm.
That I was looking for something else to play, and Baldur's Gate was really
I'm
good.
so
It wasn't
excited.
as fast paced
Right.
as Diablo in my opinion, but it was a really good game. So that almost makes me want to get back into the franchise of Baldur's Gate. So
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. So those are my 3 games. For I guess it's really 2 because I don't really care about Shenmue, but maybe I will later. Those are my main games. They actually have a lot of games. Like they also announced Borderlands 3 here. They did some updates for Terraria. They talked about Chivalry 2, Midnight Ghost Hunt, which is like a 4 versus 4. Where there's 4 ghosts and 4 Ghostbusters, and the
Oh.
ghosts like possess inanimate objects in the house and try and hide. So it's like a hide and seek game.
Cool.
well, that'd be cool.
Kind of like some of the Wii U stuff. The one of the base games out of the Wii U pack.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a really
exactly.
fun game. I really liked
Do either of you like Zoo Tycoon? Were either of you guys fans of?
Yeah,
I
love
like
Zoo
Tycoon stuff, but like I've never
Okay.
played any of them. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon a long time ago.
That
One
was
of
like the best Tycoon game ever.
Yeah.
They're
God.
making. You guys might know about like Roller Coaster, Planet Coaster, or whatever. They're making
Yeah.
Planet Zoo, which is like their take on Zoo Tycoon. So maybe you guys would be interested in that.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be cool. I
but-
still want to play Planet Coaster once I get an actual decent PC.
Oh,
but
by the way,
yeah.
Planet Coaster is like on sale right now. It's like $12 on Steam.
Huh?
Dang.
Or it
So you should buy
was.
it now and then just get a PC in the next 30 years.
Whoa.
But yeah, so I don't know if you want to go more in depth on any of the games I mentioned. The only ones, like I said, Baldur's Gate 3 looks sweet, but again, it's so early. There's not much to talk about.
Right. I
Vampire Bloodlines 2 looks really.
Baldur's
fun.
Gate is a game that I should, knowing the types of games that I like, should play, but I haven't played yet.
They actually mentioned specifically for this one, they're running off the D&D 5e rule set, and they're
Nice.
trying to make this the best computer D&D game that has ever existed in terms of like player choice. Like your choices really do matter, and how much you can affect the game world, and have like butterfly effect style things, and all the options available to you. So I think you would like it, given that you like D&D.
D&D. I still want to play D&D.
Yeah, I'm slow as shit, but
I know
agreed.
what's going on, Kirby. Jeez.
Dude, grad school's balls.
So next up is Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, hands down, Just Dance 2020. It's the only game I care about. It's the only game. No,
Yeah, I
They
mean,
put
we
out
saw
a
that
show,
coming.
though. Can we talk about the show that they put on for that?
I didn't see the
I did not
Ubisoft
watch
show
it,
either.
but I can probably find it. Hold on. Let's.
They always announce it with like some sort of dance crew and stuff like that. At least it's entertaining to know it's coming. Like every year it's gonna be there. Right?
Yeah, it's
But
like it's on every bingo for E3. It's
Oh, right.
it's a thing. Yeah.
Well, here's the trailer, I guess. But
At least if you're there at E3, you know you're gonna be like, we're gonna see a hype performance from Dance
True.
Dance.
So for Ubisoft, the only game that I think I care about, I'll give a shout out to some Rainbow Siege stuff for May, which I do like, but it's nothing that crazy.
Isn't
But
that
for
on sale
me-
right now too?
That is on sale right now. Yeah, Watch Dogs 3. I'm pretty interested in. I like the first two. Well, I like the second one. I already played the first one. It looked cool. So I'm excited for Watch Dogs 3. Besides that, they have what do you guys got? They've got something called Gods and Monsters, which I don't know what that is, but it looks sweet. Everything else sounds boring.
But,
But-
what was it? Gods and Monsters. I saw something for that, and it actually looked. I can't remember what the trailer was, but I remember that name, and I was like, "Oh, this is intriguing." So I might be excited for that. But going to what you were just saying before with the Watch Dogs, I've not played any of those, but Kayla has, and she said that
Yeah.
the first one is really good. So I'm interested to get into that franchise, especially since it's like all about like hacking and things like that. And I think it'd be almost like with the third one probably more open world than the previous two. So
Right.
yeah, I'm excited about that game.
Yeah, that game looks sweet. Unfortunately, Ubisoft didn't have much else. I don't know what they would have even showed besides new IPs. but
Assassin's Creed 12.
didn't announce that yet, unfortunately. Everything else they announced was honestly like add-ons to their games, like Wombat was kind of saying. Like they added on to Rainbow Six Siege, they added on to For Honor, they had Just Dance, they added on to Ghost Recon. It was actually all. Oh no, what is Uplay Plus? Oh, it's unavailable in my country. Okay, well never mind.
Uplay Plus, isn't that just like the EA Access thing, or
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I know
I
Uplay's
thought
their
so.
client, like Steam or Origin.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, then
I-
I don't care.
I guess like going back to my point from earlier. I can see why they're hitting on things that people are familiar with and like making new stuff for it because people like it, they know it, they're loyal to it, they'll buy it. Whereas a new project that nobody knows about, it's harder for people to get involved in. So for example, like there's movies that are really cool that nobody goes to see because they don't know anything about it, or the title's crappy, or whatever, but they were still really good movies. The same thing with
Right.
video games.
It's like it's harder to
We haven't
to
talked about
lift
Bethesda yet,
something-
no.
It's harder to lift something off the ground rather than to just add on or carry the torch for something that sort of groundwork laid out.
Right. I wonder if they're
I
gonna
mean-
go like hitting on what Kayla said real quick. I wonder if they're gonna go so far in Assassin's Creed that it's gonna be like Assassin's Creed World War One, Assassin's Creed like all that stuff. Like
I'm burned out on Assassin's Creed. I mean, like I'm excited that they still make the games because some people out there like them, but I have no interest in continuing them, to be honest.
but anyway, back to the point. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
It-
the dude from Always Sunny, Mac, is making. It turns out, I didn't know that.
Is making what?
He's making a video game. Him and the Always Sunny crew are making a game, Mythic Quest, but they're not showing any
Cool.
gameplay. But I guess I'll give that a quick shout out. Huh. All right. That's about what I have to say on Ubisoft.
Yeah, I didn't see Ubisoft either, so I'm reacting based off of what you've been talking about.
Yeah,
And I can't
honestly,
watch
think
these
there's-
YouTube videos since I'm hosting, so
Right, right. I don't
Um,
think, honestly, knowing what I know about you guys, I don't think there's too much. Again, Ubisoft is mostly adding on to their current games, not
Right,
talking
right.
about new stuff. So,
next is Bethesda, which
Nice. I have
I'm
a few
actually
things in
excited
there.
about because like I like Bethesda stuff. So
Yep. They did not talk about the new Elder Scrolls, so balls to them, but fine. But what they did talk about, 3 games.
I was surprised about that. but
Right,
did-
yeah,
Did they talk about Elder Scrolls Online? Probably then.
they did. They have
Yeah, they
3
did.
things for Elder Scrolls Online, or maybe only 2. Oh no, they did. Yeah, 1 for Elder Scrolls Online. They had a shitty ass Switch game where you use the little Joy Cons to attack with your sword. Looks like trash. And
Is that
then
Blades?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Then they have something called Elder Scrolls Legends. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna click on it.
Is it gonna be a card game?
It is a card game. It is. The trailer showed. The thumbnail was dudes playing cards at a table. Wow. Okay, Trell Nostradamus over here, calling out the shots. Okay.
It's
Sounds
kind of
like
like
a card
Diablo on the phone. They're coming out with a new.
Diablo Immortal, best game ever.
Dude. Okay. So, card games are cool, but so my 3 games for Bethesda are Doom Eternal. I love Doom. Excited for that one quite a bit.
So they're remaking Doom again.
So, well, Doom 2016 was the remake. Now this is a sequel to the remake, so it's not related to the original Doom.
Okay.
Because now he's like fighting angels too or something. So,
Ooh.
and he has like a sweet arm cannon, like a shoulder-mounted cannon with like a flamethrower and stuff. So that sounds fun. But it's Doom. Then there's Ghostwire Tokyo, which Charles was talking about in Discord a little bit, which is by the creator of Evil Within. So
Oh.
that's their new IP. Everyone in Tokyo disappears randomly, and there's spooky
Heroes.
monsters.
Can't
And there's
wait for
that.
game. I'm
Yep,
pretty
looks
hyped
good.
for it.
Did either of you play Dishonored and or care about it?
I have
Dishonored
Dishonored.
is
I have
the
not.
like it's steampunk esque, right?
Steampunk assassin kind of thing. Your name's Corvo.
So I
that
think
was-
I have. I think I possess the first one now.
Okay.
And I need to play it. That's on my
So,
to-do list.
They're making another game called Deathloop, which you can watch the trailer. Essentially, the premise is when you die, you go back in time and restart. So that's their lore reason for respawning. They didn't announce too much about the game, but it's by them, and I really liked Dishonored, and I liked what they did with that. So I figured that game could be
So-
pretty fun.
So I do have the first one, and I plan on playing it eventually. It's somewhere in my just so I'm clear, there is a second one, and it
There are
also
2
Yeah,
Dishonored.
there's two.
Yes.
There's a sequel
So this
to
is a-
Dishonored.
the third one.
No, this is
No,
a
this
new
is a
game by
new
them.
game by the
It's not
same
Dishonored.
creators.
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I was really excited with what they did in the first ones. The trailer they show doesn't show gameplay; it's all CGI or whatever. But it looks
The
it
cover
sweet.
looks
I like
really
the
cool.
premise.
It kind of reminds me of Blade Runner. In fact, I think I
Yeah,
saw some of the
that.
trailer and it reminded me of Blade Runner.
I can get behind
Yup.
that. And just to also reiterate, Wombat and I have the exact same childhood. We're
Yeah,
both
our
of you
gaming
playing
history.
Dishonored.
Yeah, we're on Bethesda now, Kayla.
Yep. I guess as a final shout out, they have a new Wolfenstein game coming out. I've never played the Wolfenstein games, but I know that they have some popularity.
Really?
So
I thought you would have played Wolfenstein, man.
I
played
I haven't played
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
I own the two that are out, but I've never played them.
I played one of the old ones. I can't remember. It was way back in the day, and I was kind of like, this is weird, and I never really got super into it. But I kind of wanted to get into Wolfenstein just because there's like, it seems like it'd be like a whole like Nazi zombies kind of feel to it.
It looks
Like-
sweet. The new one they're making actually. There's the old ones. They have two new ones that are single player. This new one called Wolfenstein Youngblood is specifically designed for co-op. So I'm pretty excited for that. It's also only $30, so that's nice. It comes out in like a month.
Okay.
So those are my Bethesda games. Kayla, sounds like something you want to try. Says you look different. So
Yeah.
I think it's the hat swagger, but
The hat swagger. Oh
Yeah.
wait, let me go double hat swagger here for Kirby.
don't fuck up.
Got to do it, man.
Kayla,
for our
you wanna
boys.
chime in with this? I'm gonna
Pokemon.
ignore your. No, we're not.
Pokemon.
Yeah, so they announced they're working on Elder Scrolls 6, right? But didn't they announce that like last E3 and they haven't talked about it since then? Or maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't know. I thought that they announced that beforehand or it leaked because there was the Redfall. No, what is it called? Crap. Red Hammer? No, what was it called? Crap.
Red Hammer.
Crap.
Oh,
Called. Or at least there was like an online name that everyone was calling it. But I'm surprised they didn't talk about it, and the fact that they didn't talk about it makes me think that it's further out than maybe we all hoped.
Yeah, I'm assuming at this point that it is. I don't think this was discussed at E3, but Neo 2 looks sick. I just want to throw that out there because I don't think we're going to talk about any other time.
Oh yeah, no, fair. That's good.
And the Surge 2, but yeah.
It wasn't discussed there, but it definitely does. I think that a lot of people are pretty hyped for Neo 2 because
Neo 2 and Surge 2 are coming out. Oh my god, I'm ready.
Oh, Surge 2, yeah, that wasn't even
Surge
talked
2
about.
comes out in September, the 24th. We don't have a release date for Neo yet, but
Okay. But oh god, what were we just talking about? Completely blanked.
we're talking about Elder Scrolls 6, Red
Thank
Hammer.
you. I was wanting to jump to Fallout real quick because like the
Fallout
the
76?
news for Fallout with that being like in the same engine just made me think of it. But Fallout 76 with the battle royale, thoughts on that?
I don't like battle royale games, so I'm automatically disinterested. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. It's just not my type of.
I agree. I think that I want to definitely check it out. I've been wanting to get back to Fallout 76 just because I've been away from it for too long. I actually I love the whole Fallout franchise. I think it's great, and
Right.
I do want to give it a chance because I completely like did Elder Scrolls Online when I played the beta, and I was like, this sucks because the beta did suck, but everyone says it's great, and I should probably give that a chance as well. So, like when I heard about this Fallout 76 and the Elder Scrolls Online stuff, I was kind of like, that's cool. I'm glad people are enjoying it, but maybe I should go enjoy it myself and give it another shot.
See, my problem with Elder Scrolls Online isn't the game itself. It's all MMOs. It's that where I'm at in my life requires I don't have enough time to dedicate to an MMO.
Yes, thank you.
You have to grind those, or it's really not worth your investment. So I'm like, I just can't do this right now.
I haven't
Yes.
played Elder Scrolls Online yet because I don't have the time for it, but I like to
Exactly.
play a game.
I mean, maybe when I'm 67 and I'm retired. and
Yes.
Old geezer Kerbo, the rogue, the retired
that's-
rogue scholars are all out here hitting up. Yes,
I've avoided
yeah.
World of Warcraft for the same reason. Like,
Yep. I mean, I played it when I was in like high school and early college when I had time. Man. Yep.
so they
Keel says it was
teased
last
Elder
E3?
Scrolls 6 last E3, and we
That's what-
don't have
that's
any
what I
new
thought,
info.
Yeah, they showed the
Wow.
intro. That's all they had to show to get massive hype. They showed like mountains, and then they said Elder Scrolls 6, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Everyone's like, I need to change my pants, and then
Exactly,
Now they
yeah,
now they
dude.
just like let it go for so long, everyone's forgetting about it.
Yep.
And then like, so Fallout 76, like they have the as Cho was talking about the free for all battle royale thing, which looks
Yeah.
interesting, but like,
Do you like battle royale games, Wombat?
no, not really.
Just curious.
I mean, like I enjoy them. Like I've dabbled with Fortnite, so like I completely suck at
I've
it.
dabbled in the Fortnite. No, I suck.
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
bad at them, which is why I don't enjoy them.
I feel like battle royale games are like, well, just like any first person shooter or MMO, you know, you got to really grind to get good at it. And then otherwise you're just going to go, if you're just going to like go in and casually play it, you're just going to get your ass whooped by some 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't have the time to sit there. I mean, you guys see, like, I barely have time for an hour and a half each morning.
Yeah.
And I have to leave myself reminders of what the hell I did the previous day because I got so much crap going on, but time to grind at those games, unfortunately. But I'm sure they're fun, and I'm glad people are excited for it.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean,
Just not
That's
my
great.
cup of tea where I'm at in life, you know?
So yeah, I think Bethesda was mostly positive, but like I was expecting something about Elder Scrolls 6, so I was a little disappointed about
me
that.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, like Bethesda's still always like, yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like they're working pretty hard on it, and like that's why they don't have a lot of stuff this year, maybe, or they're letting it be on its own as its own thing for later. But like we'll see, I guess. It's definitely not going to be out this year, so we'll see. All right, so I guess
Nintendo?
that leads us to our final category for today, and that's Nintendo.
Oh,
Your little
man.
Pokeball ass beanie shit.
Yeah, look at that.
So let's
Oh
talk
my
about the
God.
Direct first,
Agreed.
and then we'll talk about the Treehouse stuff. So
Right.
I was surprised at the Direct because I was expecting certain things and not others. And like for example, I was hoping for something about Metroid, and they
Metroid
didn't
Prime
have
4?
that. Yeah,
You know,
Metroid
well,
4.
they had to restart the entire game from scratch, so I was also hoping
They
for
did?
something, but I don't know. Yeah, because something went wrong. They weren't happy with the state of the game, so they restarted from scratch. Maybe they saved some of the actual development of the game. They started over from scratch.
About that.
I forgot
with
about
it.
that.
Yep.
I think I
That's
did hear
brave-
about
That's
that.
brave of Nintendo to do that, rather than
Agree-
just put out something they don't
Yep.
like. They
Well,
actually
yeah, I
make
mean, they
good.
learned their
That's
lesson
smart.
from Metroid M, okay? So, anyway, I was really surprised that they pushed back Animal Crossing, and that's gotten a lot of flack. I think Nintendo's stock dropped pretty heavily because of that.
I mean, yeah, they didn't want to put. Apparently, they didn't want to put the developers through crunch time. I didn't see that much flack from it. I mean, maybe that's because Pokemon sold all, but that's another topic. But most people, I mean, when I say most people, I specifically mean Reddit because I don't really care. I don't really read much else, but most people on there seem understanding of it. To me, I didn't even know it was when
I
it was
saw
coming
some
out,
news articles
so-
that put Nintendo
Okay.
stock dropped the day after.
Oh, that's fair.
So-
Well, I hope
What?
that's because of Pokemon, but
It could be.
Like, why Animal Crossing? Why? Is that-
Animal Crossing has been like one of the most anticipated games. They promised it for
Yup.
fall of this year, and then they pushed
Yup.
it back to March.
it is
Well,
a good game. It's kind of like Stardew Trail, if that.
Yeah, Animal Crossing's
I've-
pretty cool.
I've heard that. I've heard that Animal Crossing is like Stardew. And that I mean, I love Stardew. Don't get me wrong, but like, is it like mainly what's the player base? Is it mainly kids or is it grown
It's
up?
mainly Rose. It's like entirely Rose.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
it's all roses.
like
playing?
it was.
It's all.
Animal Crossing started on the GameCube, and so
Yep.
like people who owned a GameCube have enjoyed Animal Crossing throughout the ages. So like
Yep.
It doesn't
the,
get, doesn't
the
it-
kids
isn't it-
from then are now adults. You know,
What is each game that much of a crazy remake? Like why would it cause
there are differences. Think of
Yeah,
it
so-
like Harvest Moon. If you've ever played Harvest Moon.
I'm not.
Okay, well it's like
Great
Harvest
game.
Moon.
So I guess if this helps, they're like the main every time that's so the first one's really just you're in a town and you like do town things, and then they made it so that you're the mayor of a town now and you can like choose how to build things and like pass bills. And this newest one, it's pretty big and apparently there's a bunch of things that are like huge that I don't understand.
it's like a
you're-
world building game now.
Yeah,
like,
you're on an island and you start with nothing, and so you start crafting shitty axes and shovels, and you start building up the island into like a tourist land with where people come and visit you and stuff like that. And there's a big emphasis on crafting, which I'm a huge fan of. And there's co-op. There's up to 8-player co-op, which is nice for them.
Which
too.
is
Is
really
that a
cool.
first for that
This-
game?
It is.
It is, yeah. There
Oh, okay, so
never
that's
used
where
to be
the-
co-op. You could visit other people's towns, and they could give you stuff, and like
Yep.
you could trade, but that was about it.
That's probably to keep
Yeah.
up with Stardew then. with Stardew introducing
Yeah, so
it.
I'm
Okay.
I'm actually pretty excited for that. Rose got me into the one for 3DS, New Leaf, and
It's
I
kind of like
liked it.
Minecraft to Cal, but like with an Animal Crossing twist, and yeah, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so that got delayed. I guess they have a bunch of stuff to work on, but it looks nice, so I'm fine with that. I didn't know when it was releasing in the first place, so as far as I'm concerned, it was never delayed. But
Can we talk about
Don't you say it yet.
Dynamaxing?
No,
No,
not
we're gonna
yet,
save
not-
Pokemon till last. Don't worry.
we can absolutely talk about Dynamaxing.
So I was really surprised again that they didn't really do anything more for Mario Maker in the Direct, like release anymore. But they did
Yeah,
do it in the Treehouse. So we'll talk about that some too. But let's see. What else was really? There was a lot of a lot of remakes of games and like old stuff coming back. That they released. They released 2 new Smash characters, Dragon Quest,
Oh my God, Banjo
and then Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo, I'm so Dragon Quest, cool, fine, but Banjo Kazooie, oh my God.
And then with the Dragon Quest release, they also released all of the Dragon Quest series for the Switch. You can get them all.
Oh, yeah, which is cool.
All
I've
the
never- I've
Resident
never played
Evils
one
are
of
now a
those,
thing,
but-
except for I think Resident Evil 3
Oh wow.
are now a thing on the Switch.
Okay, the little trailer for that was super cringy though, where they showed like 2 teenagers.
Yeah,
just
it was
pretending to be
like,
scared.
why
That
would
was
they
the
go
dumbest
into
thing in
that
the world.
house like to
Yeah,
play?
that was so stupid.
Switch.
The game's fine, but
And then at the end,
didn't see
they
that
blew
trailer.
I'll find it
everybody's
for you.
mind by releasing a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer.
oh my
Oh
God.
my god, yeah. I mean, that's all you need. It was the trailer was it was like camera was up close on a lot of the shots. And you didn't really get to see much, but you didn't have to see anything. Just saying the words Breath of the Wild 2, I think that probably was the best thing of E3 for me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and
you know,
I was
thinking
I
that.
was hoping for that for Metroid, but like I'm excited for Breath of the Wild 2, and
Yep.
that they released a trailer for it leads me to believe that it's going to be here sooner rather than later because they've probably been developing it since the DLC
I'm
for
hoping
Breath
for
of the Wild,
next
the last
fall.
deal. But I doubt it's going to be like I think it's going to be at least 2021
No, Womack, don't tell me that.
Oh, dude, no,
same
Because-
no,
because they
can't
did
do
the same
that.
thing for Breath of the Wild
Okay.
1. They
But
released a
no,
trailer
but
just
they're
like
using the
this.
same engine, so that's it. They're using
Yeah,
the same
that's
engine.
true.
Help me.
That's true.
Help me, dude! The game's already there. They just are making new content.
Yep.
I have to believe it's just gonna be new content.
Wombat, I think you're right for what it's worth, but I'm hoping you're wrong just because I want it.
Also,
Wombat,
because
don't
Zelda
jinx
games
it.
usually release in early in the
yeah,
year.
I know. What they announced so far was that it's using the same Hyrule, and what
Yes.
there's big skepticism of is that, like, kind of like a Link to the Past in Twilight Princess, where there's like a dark world that maybe a lot of it will take place underground or in some.
Yeah,
dark
I
world
think
of
it's going to
Princess.
be exploring under Hyrule with
That'd be pretty sweet.
being
No,
up
so let me
top.
ask you this then, Wombat. Do you think then? I mean, do you think that the underground will get like, I don't know, like monotonous in terms of like it's harder to make diverse environments when you're underground? I guess.
I
is what
think
I'm
the
asking.
underground's going to change the above.
Okay, that's fine. I guess 'cause my biggest concern is that it's going to feel too similar because the biggest thing in the first one was the exploration, and I've already explored the shit out of it, so I
Well,
need it
yeah,
to feel new.
I think that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to change the world. The world's going to be changed, and the world's going to probably have progressed now that Ganon's no longer terrorizing everything.
Right.
So there's that. They might also reveal things about why the area is the way it is. Like, for example, the starting area, the Great Plateau, the plateau
Yep.
with the Temple of Time, why the Temple of Time's out of place, and why the Deku Tree's out of place, and things like that. So like things that we thought they might reveal in DLCs, but they didn't. So they might have been saving it all for Breath of the Wild too. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
Because to be honest, like the DLC for Breath of the Wild, there was one. I need to go back and finish the DLC to be honest. But a lot of the DLC was kind of like you went and found items from like Majora's Mask,
right.
etc.
Yeah, no, the first 2 DLCs were just items, but the last DLC was an actual temple.
They were a little. The first 2 were a little lackluster, and I feel
Right.
like
Mhm.
I wonder if this was started as a DLC and then it was like, no, let's just go and make a
No,
second
I
one.
don't think so. I think it's they've had this in as their idea for their second one since the game dropped, and then they
Okay.
went from there. And they also said that this game's going to be a lot darker, probably
Oh,
about
okay.
as dark as Majora's Mask. They said that.
I was just gonna ask that. Yes, Majora's
Yes,
Mask.
dude, Majora's Mask is so good.
You're
Oh,
beating it. Don't talk to me.
dude, I love the theme though. I've done it like
No.
halfway through.
Also, it's worth pointing out that the music that they have is a reversed, inverted version of a Zelda 1 song
Oh, really?
that they have in the. So why it sounds reversed is because it really is.
Oh wow.
And then Ganon is well, I have a theory about what's going on, but that's definitely Ganondorf's body
Right.
being possessed by something, and I
Neat.
have a theory that it might be more centered around Zelda rather than Link in this one.
As long as
In terms
yeah.
of like
I
Link
want that.
Link might be captured and Zelda has to save him,
That's fine. I mean,
which would be cool.
Dude, I'd
That's
be
it.
game for that. I'd be game for that.
as long as they call it the Legend of Link instead.
The legend-
So they said that it's in development. We don't have anything more than that, but like
Which is
we've got
so great.
we've got a lot of interesting stuff to rip apart on that, and then we could probably even talk about it more in another stream or
Right.
whatnot. But like maybe when we have a little bit more to go off of. But
Sure.
I'm pretty excited about it, and it looks really cool.
How are you feeling about Link's Awakening, the remakes?
Okay, so I have never played Link's Awakening.
Neither have I. That's why
So
I'm excited.
I'm really excited about it,
Neither
and
have
that
I.
there's a dungeon builder is really
Yep.
cool.
Dude,
So
did they say
Yes,
because
it
did you
looks so
build a
good.
dungeon and we play it, or is it you
what?
can share it, right? Can
So,
you share the dungeons?
You
That's the idea?
win rooms, and then you can organize them the way you want, and then play through them. I'm not sure
Can
about
I play
sharing.
that? Oh, okay.
And I actually have purposefully not watched any Link's Awakening content because I haven't played it, and I don't want to get spoiled on anything. So
Neither have
I
I. I've
watched the
never played the handheld ones
trailer,
and
but that's it.
Okay.
And I know Link's Awakening is a good game. It was just a game that I missed when it came out on the Game Boy, and I was planning on getting it on the Switch. And then when this dropped, I'm like, well, I'm gonna wait for this, obviously. So, so that's pretty exciting, and it also kind of hints that they might do this for other games too.
Yep.
So
See,
that's
I'm
kind of
super
cool.
excited that the main console is a handheld now. Like how the both worlds are combined, because I missed out on a lot of those handheld ones because I never did like after a Game Boy Advance or Color or whatever one I had last.
It goes
but
Game Boy Color then Advance.
Game Boy Advance, Color, 3D, 2D, 3D, or no
I never
DS,
got into
and
the
then
DS.
3D.
I never got into the DS. Kayla had one, but I didn't really ever play it. So I missed out on a lot of things. I'm glad that I'm totally into remakes of those things to make them cleaner and better and on the Switch and portable and main console. And that's why I've missed out on a lot of the main Pokemon as well. And so that now they're bringing like a Pokemon back, and I get to join.
Oh,
in
are
on
they
that
bringing
again.
Pokemon back? Is that what they're doing? Are they bringing?
They're bringing it back hard, son. They're bringing it back super good.
Yeah, like 3% of them anyway.
They're bringing them back. They're large and in charge. They're Dynamax, dude. They're so good. I'm super stoked.
So did they release anything else on the Nintendo Direct?
Luigi's Mansion 3 was their other.
Luigi's
big
Mansion
Yeah,
3.
Luigi's
Yeah,
Mansion
how
3,
could we
yeah,
not
yeah.
talk about Luigi's Mansion 3?
I've never played the first two. to
I've
be
played the
honest.
first one. The second one was only on
DS, 3DS,
DS, 3DS, so I didn't play it. But once
I've
they
seen that.
release it on the Switch, then I'll be playing it.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
I'm really.
I saw bits of the first one at GDQ. Bits of the first
Oh, yeah,
one.
First
I
one's
tried not to pay
awesome. It's really great.
Pay attention too much because I eventually want to play it, but that's super game to get.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Guigi.
Guigi.
Yeah.
But I'm super stoked that they're coming out with it because I like the concept of like this like haunted
Yeah, it looks really
Luigi
cool.
Mansion thing. So.
Oh, you can get it for the low cost of $145 on it.
The first one?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't gotten into it because I'm like looking for like because I got have a Wii.
I guess
so I could get,
unless
like, a
you want the
GameCube
disc
version.
only, then you can get it for like 30. But if you want the case, it's quite expensive.
I do not care for the case, sir. I will take the disc. Thank you, Kirby. Thanks for buying that for me.
Yeah.
No,
Looks like I
that-
only
that
have
game looks
2
fun.
GameCube games over there.
Hmm.
I've got
Jeez.
Soul Calibur 2 and the Metroid Prime. Yeah, that's it. Where's my other ones?
Soul Calibur. I remember that.
Oh, I
back
like
in
Soul
the day.
Calibur.
Oh, that's right. The rest of them are all Zelda games, and they're all piled with the rest of the Zelda games. Got it.
Yes, Sakil, I am also excited for that game, Damon X Machina, however you say that. That mech game does look pretty sweet. That was also discussed.
Yeah, cool.
There was that and Astral Chain, which is like a Bayonetta action style game, but we don't need to go into those
Is
because.
was that game a JRPG or
Wait, which one?
the
Astral Change?
Damon X?
Oh, that's like no, it's like a you're like a mech flying around. It's like a arm,
Yeah,
I guess.
Oh, okay. How do you guys feel about JRPGs actually?
Oh, I like them.
I don't mind them.
I never really got into
Sometimes.
But again, like RPGs, like most JRPGs are turn-based, right?
That's like kind of like one of the defining characteristics of a JRPG is turn-based. Yeah. So I mean, RPG is my favorite genre. I prefer action RPGs, but JRPGs are good too.
Yeah, I'm surprised I like Pokemon so much, to be honest. Like with it being turn-based, that was like probably the only one that I ever liked, and I'm really trying hard to bring Pokemon back into it. I've done it several times. Can we please talk about Pokemon?
No, we're saving it to the end. We're saving it to the end. So let's talk about what they released in the treehouse. So they went over Mario
let's do
Maker
that.
2 some. We found out some more stuff. So
Keep your balls on my face, Trell.
for example, we saw what Castle Theme at Night is, and
What
that's
is it? Because I didn't see that. So
yeah. So it's basically Mario is swimming around like he's underwater, but all the enemies act as if they're not, and the lava's
Okay.
still there.
Huh.
Interesting.
And then we also saw water underwater at night, which is it looks like the ghost house where it's really dark.
Okay.
We also found out some other things, and I'm actually gonna have to look and see what that was. Let's see. I don't. Oh, you can't have clear conditions and a checkpoint at the same time.
Okay.
So because
Oh, how does that
you
work?
can't
Like, oh,
save your progress when you die.
You've gotten like X amount of coins. You can't
Right.
checkpoint that. Oh.
Right. Or like say you kill an enemy, you can't checkpoint that either. So like
So wait,
they
does
come
that
back.
mean that if you have a clear condition, you can't even place a
correct.
checkpoint?
Yeah. It's you can't make a
What?
clear
That's
condition.
weird.
And then we saw some like of the builder. We saw some of the like there wasn't really much in the way of new content from there, but they did release some stuff and like add things and went over the story mode some. So it was interesting to watch. And oh, they also released that they are going to be patching in multiplayer.
Oh yes, that's huge.
Yeah, that was huge. I think that
Does
almost saved the
Nintendo
game.
listen?
They
Does
saved
Game
it.
Freak Listen, I don't know.
They finally first of all they listened to their fans, but second of all they realized that they were going to lose a lot of money if they didn't, so they had to.
What? I don't want to play with strangers. I want to play with my friends. Like,
Well,
what's
I
the
mean,
point?
I don't mind playing with strangers for matchmaking when I want to matchmake, but I also want to play with my friends too. So
Right. I mean, like, I was still gonna get the game because I was gonna like play all the crazy trolley levels that everyone creates. You know, that's gonna be fun. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
like if I want to actually play a game with something, like I mean, this is just par for the course from Nintendo. Like I wasn't completely surprised when they first said that because like everybody's just weird. But I'm so glad that maybe they're finally seeing the light. You know, I don't know.
no, I think in this case the community's so big for this game that they're like, okay, awkward.
Okay, let's fix it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm really happy that they're patching it in. I do not anticipate that it's going to be in effect when Mario Maker 2 drops. But I know they're working
No.
on it right now. They said that they're currently working on it. And the way that they announced it, like, was this big thing. And then the woman that was playing, that was commenting on it, was like,
She wasn't paying attention.
she's like,
It was
I
so
really wanted to
frustrating.
get that
She was
coin.
Totally
Oh, and it's
lost in
really,
the
can I
game.
just say that it's really cool that we can play a level just like you can in Mario Maker 1, by the way.
Oh my god.
In the title screen, like, please.
And we're going to wait for it. Have you guys play with your friends? She's like, yeah, that's really cool.
That's pretty
Anyway.
neat. Should I coin though? Let's just move.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Like, seriously? Like, This is like the most important news about the game, and you just like glossed over it. What kind of
Yeah.
reporter are you?
That was so good. Just completely lost in the game. Can we go back
I
to
had
that
to clip
checkpoint
that.
thing actually real quick?
Yeah, sure.
That actually kind of bugs me because like if you were if you like you sh- I still think there should be a use for a checkpoint even if you have clear conditions because it's just placement in the level at that point.
It's no different than like.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, guys.
But no, it would be like placement. So that way, like, if you were like, for instance, if you were gonna fight like Bowser or something, and you'd rather than have to run through the whole course again, just put you at the bonfire right in front of Bowser, and then Bowser, right? Just
Right,
placement.
but so think of it this way, Trell. Like levels reset their everything when you die.
Right.
So like if you come back at a checkpoint, you can't have everything from the that you've done be saved. Like it just doesn't work that way. So
Well, I
like
get that. I if it was red coins and you die and it was clear condition to get, or not red coins, but let's just say
Right.
coins, and
Yeah.
it was clear condition to get it. Fine, all the coins came back, but you chose to come at this checkpoint because you touched it rather than the starting checkpoint. It would just be a placement thing.
yeah, so from what it looks like, that what they said was you can't do one, or you can only do one or the other, but we'll see. And also, it's confirmed that you can only do water and lava in castle and jungle.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can't do water in like underground, for instance, which kind of stinks.
Well, you can't do a water
Yeah,
underground.
it's only in jungle and castle.
I mean, castle is what I said nice to. I heard that. Okay, but you can't. I guess
You can't do water in
why?
castle, only lava.
Why?
To make that game type unique.
Yeah, okay. I mean, okay. My first question is like, why did you guys do that? Why not just give it like free range over anything? But
And I'm also surprised that they didn't announce what the other game style is going to be. That's going to be in the bottom. But I'm sure they're saving that for a DLC. So
yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised that they kept that to themselves because I'm sure that it's still under wraps and still being worked on. But I to be DLC, and I don't think that they're ready yet. That'll probably be next E3, if anything.
no, not next E3, but like later on in the year they'll probably drop it. Like
You think
they're
it'd be that soon?
probably like every 6 months so that they can keep the game alive.
Well, yeah.
Just like
well,
last time.
First 6 months, and then they're done.
Well, I mean that's what they did last time. I think it was 4 months in they did one DLC, and then no, it was less than that. It was like 3 months because they did the checkpoints and key coins in like December,
Right.
and it dropped in September. So, and then the second one was in like April. So, all right. So, what else did they show in the direct? They went over Link's Awakening. So you guys can talk about that some if you want.
I'm good on that. We kind of talked about it. I don't know how much to say. I never played it, other than I'm excited. And I know a lot of people maybe are a bit hesitant on the art style, but I kind of like it.
Okay, so I guess that leaves the one topic.
Wow, I'm out of time. I gotta go, guys. Crazy, so crazy how I ran out of time.
Kirby, your thoughts on Dynamax?
Oh wow, well, I can't hear you. My headset's all the way over here. Oh my god.
Dynamax.
Oh, let me make sure my face stays right in the middle of this Pikachu because I'm angry as fuck. So I'm gonna start by spamming the chat with memes to show my displeasure with this game. So we're gonna start spamming these dudes in chat real quick, and then
oh my god.
So while I'm
dude.
doing this, let me just start by saying Dynamax is dumb as hell. We can start with that, and I think we're almost done with the memes here, so that's good. That's fine. I suppose.
Holy crap, dude.
Oh, is there one? Well, look at this though. Take a look at this. This most recent link. Please look at this, and just look at all the Dynamax Pokemon, and notice two things. One, they're boring. They're just big. And honestly, if you didn't know they were Dynamax, you just think that they were angry or something. But more importantly, notice the little red clouds floating around their head look like dog poop. So that's actually a really subtle nod towards how Game Freak knows that this idea is complete shit, and they want to show you that subtly in the game. So you really guys gotta look at how they have turds floating around their head when they Dynamax. And then That's really good. I'll post that one
What
too.
are those? What are those?
They're supposed to be clouds, but they're actual poop. They're Pokemon poop because the idea sucks. So anyway, so that's part of it. And then if you look here at this newest one, you look at how they used to have Mega Evolutions. Those are sweet because they didn't just get bigger. They got boosted stats, some new moves, and they look sweet. Like look at Mega Gyarados in the back there. Then they tried to upgrade. They got Z moves. Kind of boring, but I mean they were just like super moves. They're not nearly as good as Mega Evolutions, but fine. Then they said, you know, it'd be really cool, guys. What if like to get on the trend with the obesity problem in America, we do that to our Pokemon. That way it really caters to the audience in the West. And then, so then they made obese Pokemon called Dynamaxing. And what's really cool about Dynamaxing is that when both Pokemon are big, which is going to happen, it just cancels it out. So you're essentially doing a regular Pokemon battle, so it's completely meaningless. And I think that's really the coolest thing about it. So that's point one.
AF in that stadium.
You guys want
to
to
just blow the stadium out of the water.
I'm gonna give you guys time to talk before I go into my part 2 rant. So, any comments there?
But bigger is always better,
No,
Kirby.
don't. Bigger jank? You want bigger? Shut up.
So
It's literal trash.
so can I just go back for a second and ask
Yes.
what is Mega Pokemon and what are Z-type moves? What
That's
are
a great
those?
question. So before, let's take Charizard or Gyarados. Let's take Charizard. You're familiar with him for sure. You know, it goes Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, right? Everyone knows that pretty much if you've played Pokemon.
Yes.
So in Gen like 6 or 7, I don't even know anymore. Doesn't matter. They added something called Mega Evolutions where you can
It's like
get
one
a
more after.
It is, but it's only temporary though. It's only for that
Yeah.
battle, so you don't stay as that. It's just
Oh,
like
that's
Mega
silly.
Charizard or something. Yeah, so your stats get boosted and you get some new moves, and it lasts for 3 turns. And it's essentially a temporary 3-turn buff to your Pokemon at the cost of carrying items, so they can't carry like potions or something like that. So it was neat. It added a little bit of strategy. Ultimately, it was still a gimmick, but at the very least, they put in the effort to make a new model for the Pokemon, and
Right.
that's why I liked it.
Okay, and what about Z-type moves?
So Z-type moves were more boring, more generic, but better than Dynamaxing because Dynamaxing sucks. But anyway, Z-type moves were any Pokemon can learn these. There's like one for each element. Like there's Z Fire, Z Water, Z Grass, and then there's like certain Pokemon have special ones. Like Pikachu has a special Z move. You can use them once during combat. They're essentially a super powered move that either does a lot of damage or does like a special stats effect, like super poison them or put them to sleep for like 4 turns or something like that. They're kind of boring. They're essentially just super moves. They're like final smashes in Smash.
And do they add to like? Can you do you have to replace one of your 4 moves with that?
No, you carry an item, and then you just that item uses the move.
Okay, and then that item's wasted. It's gone.
Correct. Yeah. So you can't have an item slot in that Pokemon. Exactly. So yeah.
So their Dynamaxing is taking place of both Mega Evolution and Z-type moves.
Right. So.
So-
Dynamaxing-
The question is that going to Mega Evolutions, I guess, or sorry, the Dynamaxing is going to affect every single type of Pokemon that is
Any
available.
Pokemon can Dynamax. Yep. All 3 of them. All 3 Pokemon. That's correct.
And
on
they'll
that.
probably get special moves based off of those giant.
So yeah, so based on what we've seen, when you're Dynamax, your moves are just called like super. Like if you have a move called like Brick Breaker, now it's just called Super Brick Breaker. So it's essentially all of your moves are Z moves. So
Super big.
yeah.
Ultra
and
Feast.
Well,
I
I mean,
just
how
think
is
it's
that
the
different?
laziest thing. I'd
How's
rather
that-
have them go ahead, Sprout.
Other, so other than the artwork just being them, just zoomed in
With turds on their
and,
head.
you know,
Don't forget
maxed
that.
out with flying turds on their heads. Like, how is that different from the Mega Evolutions then, where it was just like
So-
a couple moves?
It's not, but now
You-
they
it
were
was-
lazier.
It would cancel each other.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
well,
So
well,
like.
no,
So
yeah.
what Kirby's point was with Mega Evolutions is they had new models. They looked cooler.
And it wasn't every Pokemon. They specifically gave it to underused Pokemon like Beedrill, for example. Or there's I can't remember.
Oh, so it was okay. It was
So
only
not
certain
every
ones.
Pokemon can make. Yeah.
Did
or
they
like
count as a new
Lucario.
Pokédex entry?
I don't know actually. I actually don't know. I'm gonna look that up though.
All right, so let's talk about why they did the. So let's talk about the Pokédex in general. So, in this version of the game, they decided to not allow every Pokemon to be transferred into this game
Right.
because they did not have enough time to model every Pokemon.
But they're using the same models as they're using in Sun and Moon, so they did.
Well,
And they're
so
using the same attack animations.
no. They did not have enough time to do it this way because of the animations, but like not just the animations, but because of the Dynamax is really what it comes down to. Because like they'd have to blow up every single Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Don't do it at all, then. Just don't.
What do you
About Dynamax.
want from them, Kirby? They didn't have time, dude.
I hate you so much.
So that is an interesting precedent based off of what they did with Animal Crossing, where they delayed it to make it a better game. Or like with Breath of the Wild, where they delayed it to make it a better game. Or Metroid Prime 4, where they delayed it to make it a better game. Because they have the possibility to make this better, and they're not.
Nintendo is good, Game Freak bad.
Because they want, yeah, so Game Freak, what they've decided to do is they want to put out a new Pokemon every year. So, right? Every year?
Yeah, well, think about it, because they just came out with Let's Go,
Ultimate
right?
Sun and Moon. Yeah, so Let's Go, they had Ultra Sun and Moon. Yeah.
So they want to come out with one that keeps the schedule that they've promised. So they're cutting corners to do it. So my guess is that they're going to add stuff later. And
No, they said in an interview that they have no plans currently to add the new Pokemon.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like
look at the next
they're gonna learn the hard way that they're gonna need to do that. Because
Dude,
people
let me
are
show you
upset.
this. Look who they added. Look at this fucking Pokemon. Look at that. Why would you add that? Who wanted that? That's like almost as bad as the Pokemon.
What is that?
Who's like, yeah, this is what we're gonna add. You know what they want? Dude, should we add the old Pokemon? No. Add that. What is that? I don't know. My 4-year-old dreamt of it, and my 4-year-old drew that in preschool. So I threw that in the
That's
new
like
Pokemon game.
Meditite, except like a demonic
I was just
one.
about to say that. It looks like a gremlin that just fell into some pink paint.
I have no idea what that is. But yeah, so this is my new. My new thing? Yeah, chapter 2. They didn't add all the Pokemon, right? So they cut out almost all the Pokemon.
But Pokemon are no longer just blind.
So
encounters.
what's
You can see
what's
the
Galen
Ragnar.
region? What's the Galen region?
The Galar or Galen, whatever the hell.
Gala,
That's like
Gala.
you know, it's like Kanto is like Gen 1. That's the only
Yeah.
one I know by heart. This is that. It's like it's the UK. There's Scottish people running around.
Oh wait. Okay, so that's the new one.
Yes,
So
What
they're
is
only
this
gonna.
guy?
So what Pokemon are coming back?
like all of Gen 1 because they're lazy, as you know, because they are in Let's Go Pokemon, so they're already adding those.
Okay.
Because they were already done, and the rest are unconfirmed. But Gen 1.
Okay.
And so here's the thing. Tron and I were talking about this. Their slogan is "Gotta catch them all." I'm like, hey, should we let them catch them all? No, absolutely
You
not.
can catch some of them.
Some of them. So like, why? And the thing is, like, they have no excuse. They have space. They have enough people. If you need more time, that's cool. I get it. Delay the damn game, dude. Delay the damn
But
game.
if they're modeling these things for Pogo, well, how hard would it be to just like do something similar into a
That's
game?
what I'm saying. Like, even at the very least, if you need to add it as expansions or DLC so you get your money, I don't even care about that, but just add them. And they don't.
Oh,
And
hire
then
more developers.
what about Pokemon Home? That's the whole thing for
that's
transferring.
Chapter 4. That's chapter 4, but we can come into
Okay,
that.
all right.
So, no, it's cool. I'll save chapter 4 for the animations because that's a whole nother thing. But Pokemon Home, so they had something called Pokemon Bank for a long time,
Correct.
where this is what allowed you to transfer your Pokemon from, like, let's say my 3DS from, like, I was playing Pokemon Ruby, I transferred them all to Sun and Moon. So right now, all my Pokemon, stop laughing at me, Kayla. So right now, all my Pokemon are sitting in Sun and Moon.
Wait,
and
so,
then-
so you could transfer. I didn't know
Yeah,
there was
but
a
so
thing.
you have to
That's
like
why I'm
jump
so
through
mad.
hoops though, Trell. So for example, if you wanted to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Red and Blue, you'd have to go to the next generation and then transfer everything from that generation to the next generation
Yes.
and jump through hoops and hoops and hoops in Bank.
So it's pretty cumbersome.
Pokemon Home kind of simplified it, but you had to only be able to pull it from a specific game, right? Like it's Sun and Moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So it was basically Sun and Moon started this way that you were going to be able to share it going forward with every other Pokemon game.
Well, the problem is they had Pokemon Bank, and there was no reason they just couldn't update that. But instead of updating Pokemon Bank, they made a whole new service so they could charge you more money to do the exact same thing.
Right.
Oh, that's low.
There's no reason to do that, and they already charged for Pokemon Bank, so now they're just charging you again for something new. So now you have to transfer your Pokemon from Bank to Home, and then they just sit in the home forever because you can't transfer them to Sword and Shield because they're like, God,
It's worth noting that once you transfer things into Pokemon Home, they can't go anywhere else. You can't put them back in the original games.
Yep. Yeah, they're just stuck there forever.
Right. Now, here's the thing. If they're not releasing Pokemon Home until the game comes out, so that way people don't transfer Pokemon that can't transfer for no reason.
So some Pokemon cannot go to Pokemon Home.
Oh no, they can, but then there's nowhere
Yeah.
for them to go because they can't go into a game because Pokemon Sword and Shield won't support all Pokemon, right?
Yep, 'cause it's stuck
So they
balls.
just sit there.
Okay, Nintendo, let me get this right. So you gotta catch them all, but you can transfer them all, but they'll just sit in limbo, and you can be like, "Ha, I got them all in my home, but I can't pull them out."
Yep.
What? But yeah, technically you caught
can-
them all, I guess.
You can
right?
keep
You
them
got
all
'em.
on Sun and Moon, and then just go from there. But yeah, it's
like maybe we're thinking about this all wrong, guys. Like
No,
maybe this isn't
I don't know
like
what you're gonna say, but I don't want to hear it.
maybe this isn't Nintendo. Maybe the technology in this Pokemon realm,
It's not
this
Nintendo,
world,
it's Game
it's
Freak.
it's just not. Maybe it's just not like good, you know. Like they don't have the technology to bring stuff from the Kanto region or the Johto or whatever, and they can't like bring it into the New Galar region. The technology just has to grow in this Pokemon universe.
You know, I'm really glad that you said we're talking about the technology.
there's
now.
just some
because-
deep lore here that you're not interpreting. You know, Kirby, come on.
Okay, so chapter 4 now. The animations are abysmal. They're so bad. Like, take a minute. Like, this is like part of it. I couldn't find the one I wanted, but in this one here, are you gonna post? Oh, post the image address, please. Look at Blastoise and look at how he has. They like, oh, you know what you give Blastoise? Okay, and then Game Freak asks themselves, hey, where should he shoot the water from? No, his eyeballs. His
From his eyeballs.
From his eyeballs.
Oh my god.
That's where they should come from. And then, so they do that.
Oh my
There's another GIF
God.
I was looking for that
I mean,
shows. Go ahead.
they do
one
that
more.
in a lot of Pokemon games.
No, you're right, but now hold on. There's another one where a rabbit goes to kick, like the rabbit like jumps and the kick just hits the Pokemon. It doesn't move. Fine, okay. Now the problem is there's a game called Pokemon Battle Revolution. It's for the Wii. And here's this first one's a short GIF. The better one, if you have time, it's like 45 seconds or something. Where did it go? I was just watching it. Here we go. I can't link it directly. It's from a Reddit post. But this is also from Pokemon Battle Resolution. You don't gotta watch it now. It's a 50-second clip, and the animation are leagues. The animations are leagues ahead of what Sword and Shield has. Like, it shows the Pokemon moving to attack. They actually run to their Pokemon. Like, the Hyper Beam leaves damage to the ground. The Blizzard knocks things over. Like, why does the Pokemon Battle Revolution for Wii have better animations than Pokemon Sword and Shield for the Switch? There's no excuse.
Because they didn't sell out. They weren't on this yearly cadence. You know,
Like my point is they have the technology to add all the Pokemon. They have, yes, Rose, I'm salty. They have the technology to add all the Pokemon. They have the technology to do these great animations, and they take the lazy route, and it's bullcrap. Honestly, I can excuse the animations to an extent. But, like, it's so bad.
so would you want quantity or quality here? 'Cause that's
Quality,
what
100%.
We're getting
But
quantity.
We're getting neither. We're getting neither. We're getting low quality, shitty animations, and we're getting no Pokemon. It's neither. They chose neither.
Oh, let me rephrase. We're not getting the quantity of Pokemon. We're getting the quantity of games to play to just keep
Oh,
running around in.
None. So, first of all, here's what I think they should do. Stop making Pokemon. Like, I'm done. You have 1,000 Pokemon. Done. Stop making new Pokemon because you can't add them all anyway. And stop making a game every year. We don't have Mario games every year. We don't have line Zelda games every year. Stop it.
Yeah.
Make
To be
them-
honest, I could be satisfied waiting 2 or 3 years for another Pokemon.
Agreed. Stop making Blastoise shoot water out of his eyeballs when he has cannons. And like, goddamn. Like, and just, yeah, just delay the game and stop doing this. I'm such an angry Pikachu right now.
I'm such an angry Pikachu.
I'm so mad.
Okay. Redeeming factors of this game. What about
The environment looks cool.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
yes, the environment looks cool. I like the idea of wild and that you can see Pokemon outside while
Yeah.
maintaining random battles.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
That's cool, but that's like where it stops. And like 2 of the new Pokemon look sweet. The legendaries look like trash. They're so stupid.
Oh,
They're
so can you
boring.
show me what the legendary? Oh wait, no, not the legendaries. We haven't seen the evolutions of the trio, right?
They haven't shown us any evolutions
Okay.
yet. There's that pretty sick, weird purple imp looking Pokemon I showed you.
Right.
Dude, they didn't even give the gym leader a nose.
Oh yeah, they didn't have time. They're already working on the next game, Kirby.
Dude, I'll send you that, Rose. Yeah. So
The sheep Pokemon people like a lot.
the sheep Pokemon's cute.
Um,
So
and then I didn't mind the starters too much. I just hope that they don't turn them
It
all
depends on
into
how they evolve.
humanoid.
agree.
things.
Thank you. I was gonna say that. That's actually chapter 4.5/5, which is ending. Which is please. This hasn't even happened yet, but please don't make human like Pokemon. So there's three things. There's that. There's the gyms need to not be boring because so far the gym was just an arena and not like a puzzle little thing, and that sounds boring. And lastly, then I'm done ranting. We'll talk about the good things. I'm probably not done ranting, but so Pokemon makes like literally 10-fold more money than Digimon does, and the Digimon games that come out have better animations, and they actually add all the Digimon in every game. So Pokemon has no excuse. I hate you, Game Freak.
Do they even make Digimon games anymore?
They do. There's a new Digimon game coming out, like called Digimon Survive. I don't really care about them to be honest, but
Oh wow.
yeah,
Well, again, this is the quantity versus quality debate, you know.
never quantity, never, ever.
All right. I prefer quality every single
Yep.
time when it comes to a video game. I don't want it's a little hard to consume as well. I haven't even played Sun or Moon. I haven't even gotten around to Let's Go, and I really wanted to because I watched Tang stream it and it looked good. It looked like a fun kind of game to go around and explore. But now that this one's coming out, I'm probably not going to get Let's Go. I'm probably going to get this game, even though there is a lot of beef that I agree with you, Kirby. There is a lot of things that they did wrong.
Dude, I'm about to pay you not to buy it.
What are totem Pokemon, by the way?
I don't. They're like, there's something to do like if they have another Pokemon of a certain type with them, they get a boost. So like, there's like a fish Pokemon. If there's more fish there, they get a boost. I don't really understand it. I'm not that deep into it. If you want to read about it, it talks about the different totem Pokemon. There's a quick link to it. Like for example, real quick, if Alolan Raticate is with Alolan Rattata, you get defense +1, and then you get attack and special attack +2 or something. So
weird.
yeah, you just get small stat boost.
Okay.
Or like it changes. So okay, so that's where the Alolan came from. So like for
Right.
example, Sandshrews and Ice Steel instead of Earth, and there's Ninetales and Vulpix, the Ice version of that instead of the Fire type, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yep. So good
Raichu
things.
looks
The
a little
game
different.
Nice. And I'm really excited for the open world and exploration, but I don't plan on buying it until they fix some of the issues. Honestly, I'll probably wait until they announce like the super version of it, like Ultra Sun and Moon. They'll have like Scottish Sword and Shield, like Pokemon Claymore and whatever the Scottish version of a shield is.
Do you
What
think
did
they
you
really
call
will come out? Do you think they really will fix it?
Buckler,
Um,
Pokemon Buckler.
Pokemon Buckler. Thank you, Juan. That's
Buckler.
perfect. Which is funny because that's a small shield with a big ass sword, so I like it. I guess it depends on how much people like me complain. So they might. I mean, it depends. Honestly, Game Freak. If they lose enough money, they'll fix it. If they don't, then they won't. So I guess we'll see where they are. But I'm not gonna buy it until then.
Highlight this part of the site of this podcast so we can send it to Game Freak, please.
I'm so mad.
Oh man, that was man. I got enough salt to last me like several meals. It's
Like-
pretty good.
The only way that I would buy on day one is if they eventually something that if the rest of the Pokemon that are new that they reveal are really cool and have cool evolutions, and they add maybe a new mechanic or some kind of like sweet signature moves or something, then I would buy it. But I don't expect it to happen, so I probably won't buy it on release.
I think the environment looks beautiful
It
enough.
does.
Like it reminded
does.
me of Breath of the Wild, to be honest. And I think just going around exploring that is enough to get me at least to buy it and play through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've for me, this is just me. I've been out of the mainstream Pokemon games for so long because they were all on handheld that I'm excited that it's coming to something that I actually own. So I kind of want to dive in. Again, I completely agree with you, Kirby, but I think just my want to get back into a mainstream Pokemon game is
Don't
there.
do it to me. Don't give them your money. Steal it. Go to Walmart and steal it. But
Holy crap! I'm gonna become a Pokemon Sword and Shield streamer exclusively.
Also, this precedent also might suggest that later Pokemon games might not have all the Pokemon either.
that's the other thing. Yeah, like Just stop making Pokemon if you can't fit them all in. The whole point is to catch them all. That's your damn logo, not mine.
What? I don't understand why they don't just come out with like an MMO, like, because there's already like a community-driven, community-made MMOs out there. I can't remember what it's called, but why not just have a like official one and just make it so you can, you know, make people subscribe to it and pay on a subscription base, and that way you can catch them all and put out DLC and new patches. Just like, you know, it works for WoW. Why wouldn't it work for Pokemon? I mean, damn, they put Pokemon in WoW, didn't they? Didn't they have like where you can do
There's like little Pokemon battles, yeah.
So, I mean, like, they already proved it out that people would be interested in it. Just give it the full-fledged Pokemon experience, please.
I'm so mad.
Yeah. Man, that was good.
So yeah, there's definitely some things that they can learn from their E3 experience, but so I think it's time now, since we've covered everybody now, to decide who won E3.
Despite how much I hate Game Freak, Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I think
Although
Nintendo
I was a little underwhelmed by Nintendo's presentation with their Direct. Breath of the Wild and their Smash characters definitely saved things.
Right.
But like a lot of what Nintendo was bringing to the table was like releasing games for the Switch that already exist, like The Witcher
Wait, say that
3,
one more
for
time?
instance.
Releasing. Oh, right. Okay, no, I got you.
So like, I mean, that's great and all, but like, give us new stuff. Like, yeah, like, especially like when they released the Switch, they're like, oh, you can play Skyrim on the Switch. Skyrim came out in 2011. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
okay, great, but like, give us new stuff. Like, I appreciate that it's capable of carrying it around and playing it, but like, and like that they're releasing games, but that shouldn't be like your punch. That should be like your fluff. You know?
Right. Oh, dude. I just saw that last link you posted, Kirby. Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man, I'm less hyped now.
It looks better in the trailer, but when you compare it like that, it doesn't.
Yeah. Wow.
Decal, I think that E3 every year is kind of like that. Like, it gets very hyped, and then like it's not as whelming as we want it to be. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I take away from E3. Like, it's this big event. There is definitely some solid things that release that you get excited about, but like overall, it's like, why save it all up for? It's kind of like that whole thing where like, why would you wait one day a year to treat your girlfriend nice on Valentine's Day? Like, why not treat her nice every day?
I think
That's so much work, though.
You know what I mean?
you
Like,
said it-
it's the same thing
said
with
it
like
perfectly.
E3. Like, why wait all year to release all this stuff? Why not give it when you're ready to release it?
You said it perfectly earlier. I thought, Wombat. Like, I think E3 becomes more underwhelming each time, just because. Why would anyone want to share the limelight with every other company that's there?
True.
Otherwise, go to that whole Direct thing where you're just like, hey, we're gonna release a Direct in like 5 days, and all of a sudden, like, the hype is like crazy.
It gets big,
for those 5
yeah.
days. Yeah. And you don't have to share that with Microsoft, Sony, and Bethesda, and no one else. It's just you, and you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
fair.
Sony pulled out, and that's why Nintendo pulled out. And Nintendo still wins E3, even though they're no longer there.
I know.
Like, they released a Direct for E3 and then have a treehouse where you can demo a game, and like they still win. Like,
what do you
two
see as the
E3s
future
ago.
for E3?
Sorry. One last point. Like, a couple of E3s ago, when Breath of the Wild was the only game that they were talking about the entire time,
No.
like, and they still won. Like, they had one game.
Yep. That's. I don't. What do you see as the future for E3 if more companies would start pulling out?
I think we're seeing a dying ember.
It might have to go to all indie stuff, but
To be honest, I would actually.
Somebody's got to
Really do
rekindle that
Limelight.
fire, or it's gonna go into the dark age.
Oh, for sure. You gotta kindle it, man. You gotta kindle the bonfire. I would actually be super stoked for it to turn more into an indie thing and let the big boys just have their own direction.
yeah, that'd be fine.
that would give the opportunity for because sometimes there's some like really good gems that you didn't expect, and I think just giving that kind of exposure would be great.
Isn't that why PAX is a thing too, though?
Oh,
PAX
that's true.
has a lot of indie stuff. I know PAX Unplugged definitely has indie stuff all the time.
Oh, really? I see. I've never really got into PAX too much. I should probably pay attention to that more.
Yeah, and we'll have to cover that at some point. Doesn't PAX like happen near you, Trell?
I thought that was on the West Coast.
Well, that's closer to you than me, so
Middle of the country, whatever. You know, it's all closer.
touche.
The most recent one was in Boston.
Oh yeah?
Oh, was it really?
Yep, apparently.
Well, shit. Never
Look at
mind.
that, yeah.
PAX East 2019 was in Boston.
I mean, there's PAX Unplugged in Philly, so
And then yeah, that's true. Then PAX West is in Seattle.
Oh, I'm thinking PAX West then. Okay.
okay.
I forgot it's separated like that.
Yeah,
Let's
indie
see,
games are
PAX
great.
South is in Texas.
Some of my favorite games are indie companies. Or
Oh yeah,
companies
PAX
that-
Unplugged is in Philadelphia. It's December 6th through the 8th.
Yep.
Hi, Aiden.
Hi.
Beep.
Tell
Fi
Aiden I'm
fo
upset with
fum.
Pokemon.
Am I wearing a Pikachu hat?
Yeah.
Do you like Pikachu? Is Pokemon the best game ever? Yeah.
So, you should show Aiden what Kirby looks like right now.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I'm lined up. Hold on.
Don't worry, I move it around
okay.
whenever you move your
Oh,
face.
I just moved. Thank you for moving it around. I just readjusted. I tried to fix it, so I might be in the wrong spot now.
Oh, I got a commercial. Hold on. Dang it.
Who does Kirby look like?
Oh, Kale's got it.
Aiden, look at Kirby.
Completely just
I'm waving.
stream podcast takeover down here.
Yup.
Kirby.
Go up. And over there is Sean.
Yeah, and then there's Sean.
I'm the
Oh my gosh.
Wombra. That Pikachu has awesome hair. Yeah, it does.
Man. Yep. Okay.
All right. So, do you guys agree with us? Do you think that Nintendo won E3
Do you think
or
that Pokemon sucks? Yes. Or Game Freak, not Pokemon.
yeah, Game Freak is ascribed to Nintendo, but they aren't Nintendo, right?
Yep. They're not.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna trash on Nintendo, especially.
Did Game
'cause of-
Freak's stock drop? That's my question.
Oh, I hope so. I hope they're dying. I hope. So, I hope
That's
Nintendo
morbid.
just takes. Dude, I'm so mad at them. Not
But,
being
well,
lazy.
Game Freak is exclusive to Nintendo, right?
Yeah, I think honestly, what do they do besides Pokemon? Do they only do Pokemon?
I think so.
Oh, Game Freak is part of Nintendo.
Fine.
I thought they were owned by Nintendo.
Oh, that's right. They're making a new game called Town, which is G them by because I'm mad.
What's the new game?
It's literally just well, right now. It's just called Town. It's a word title. It's an RPG. That's all we know. Hi, Ariana.
Huh,
Hi.
that'd be interesting. I'd like to see other games come out of Game Freak. See, that's why they're too busy making new other games, Kirby. They can't focus on your Pokemon, dude.
Just don't. I'd rather have them focus on Pokemon and not. Bite my hand.
Oh, man.
Here, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay, you're gonna get picked up. I know.
What's
No.
what's the Delvers show to Cal? Gil.
You gotta wave.
Aw, Ariana.
Yes.
Oh, Ariana.
Hi, you don't like this. You don't
Look
like
pretty
this.
bad.
Ow! Yes. You have to be on stream for a little bit. Do you like Pokemon? Say no. No. Good girl. Okay, you're free.
I got a cat behind me too, and I see.
Is it Oscar?
Ebony's been. No, that's Benji behind me.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, that's Benji. That's right. Oscar's the white one. Okay.
Yep.
He's been laying on my ties.
Ebony was moving around my giant Zelda picture there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
I don't
that's
have much
everything.
else to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys got anything else to say? Anything else we can wind up Kirby with, or
Don't, dude. No. Keanu Reeves is hot. But anyway.
dude, I'm just looking forward to a Dynamax Whale Lord. You know,
He's not even gonna be in the game. I bet.
He's gonna just completely orbit the sun. It's gonna be so big.
He's gonna-
Oh my god.
I have seen those memes. Those have been
They're
funny.
so good. They're so good.
Like poking out of the stadium, like filling the stadium. Millions died when. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, probably still gonna get it.
Fine, but I don't want to see. I
Fine.
don't want to see a single trail stream
Well,
of this game.
considering since the last time I played a Pokemon game was Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow,
Oh,
probably not a big
Best ones
chance.
ever. Best ones ever.
Um,
I did play Fire
And
Red
Leaf.
and Leaf Green because I had an emulator on my phone a while back and I was playing it on there.
yeah, I did not play any of those. So. I kind of wanted to, but like I missed out because I couldn't play it, and then like I didn't want to continue playing while missing out on different games. So like kind of like how Assassin's Creed, I got behind and just didn't play.
Yeah.
oh.
I'm surprised actually. Any surprises like or anything that you thought that was going to be there and it wasn't there?
I kind of
I
talked
mean,
about that with Nintendo, but that was the only one that I really have any stock in.
I'm surprised there wasn't Assassin's Creed. Like I don't want there to be another one, but I'm surprised there wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, and Sony hasn't dropped their conference yet. I don't know when that is, but like I'm sure.
So, we'll talk
like-
about what Last of Us 2.
Right? Yeah, that's that
I
gotta
don't
be
know
a
what else-
thing.
I don't have any other big games right now, but yeah, or maybe Ghost of Hiroshima or whatever.
Yeah,
What
so-
about I'm surprised there wasn't any inklings, any nibbles on Bloodborne 2 because there's been a lot of like.
I don't.
I don't think Bloodborne 2 is going to be a thing. I think that they thought
hope
they
there
were
is.
working on
I agree
Bloodborne
with
2,
all
but it
that.
turned out to be Elden Ring.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I think so. Well, people thought Sekiro was Bloodborne 2, and then obviously it wasn't. And people thought Elden Ring was Bloodborne 2, and then it wasn't.
I think there's.
So
I
so
don't-
Miyazaki
I actually
doesn't like
don't mind if
making
they
sequels,
just leave
though.
it Bloodborne, like
Well, yeah,
just
Miyazaki
one.
doesn't like sequels. He only made 3 because they made 2, and well,
He had to go back and fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't leave it like that. So,
He's like, I gotta go back and fix it.
yup. You know, I guess what I
Hold
was
my
hoping
beer.
for.
Hold my
didn't expect-
sake.
Dude,
Oh my beer.
Saki. I really wanted Pikmin 4 because they talked about Pikmin 4 like 4 years ago, saying it was close, and then they mentioned nothing about it. And maybe it's dead, but I want to not.
It's got to be dead.
I'm
Wait,
mad.
What is it?
Pikmin?
Pikmin's
Oh.
the best.
Pikmin
Yeah,
is
whatever
great.
happened to that?
Yeah.
Nothing, and I'm mad.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? Holy crap!
Huh.
We didn't talk about the new Halo.
Oh, Halo Infinite. That's right. We skipped
Yeah.
over that during the
We did.
Microsoft.
I didn't actually see
Yeah.
that stuff either.
Oh yeah, the new Halo Infinite. To be honest, I kind of when I played Halo 4, Halo died for me. I
Okay.
really have not gotten back into it. I never played Halo 5. I
I didn't get to
on
play
it, but
Halo
I am
5
definitely
because
not in any
it was
Halo.
on Xbox One and you couldn't play co-op on the same screen, so I couldn't play it.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah,
See, I don't understand why.
we talked
Microsoft
about
does
that with
some things-
Xbox One versus something.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. I feel like Microsoft makes some Nintendo choices from time to time, but like, to me, the new one looks good. I think it's definitely a selling point for the new Project Scarlet, and that is why it's being pushed. I feel like that they were probably not in a rush to do another Halo, but since the new Project Scarlet came out, they were forced.
Well, Infinite's been in the works for a couple years. I heard about it after Halo 5 came out, and like they had a
Well-
trailer for it.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I think there was something.
There
out
was
there
like
that.
Master Chief in like a desert, and like a big
Yep.
worm came out of the ground and stuff.
That's right.
So like it'll be interesting
That
that
was
like I
years
haven't seen the
ago.
trailer, so I'll have to go take a look at that. But like, I mean, I'll always play a Halo game if I can play it. I don't have a Xbox One or a Scarlet or anything like that, so like
That's
if
what
it
I'm
comes
hoping,
out on
'cause-
PC, then I'll be happy and I'll play
Yep.
it. But like
Right,
otherwise,
isn't
I
5
can't.
on PC now, or will it be on PC with Game Pass or whatever?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was 5. Maybe it was Game Pass, but I thought the
5 is
collection
not
link
coming
was
out
going through
yet.
4 plus Reach. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, but they might release it someday,
Okay,
so we'll see.
but the trailer was cool.
I hope they keep the map editor.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that
it's-
was
I
one
mean,
of
that
the
was-
best.
You guys played some
Forge?
Halo Reach maps of mine.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
that was
that's
Reach.
right. I'm hyped that Halo is coming out. I don't know if I'm going. Like, I'm hyped for other people that really like Halo. I used to love Halo.
Yeah.
I might get to it eventually. Is my answer, I guess.
Right.
For
Right. Well, I mean, once Bungie stopped being the leader for Halo, then like that's kind of when I stopped playing it. Like I played 4, I have 4, but it wasn't the same. And like I liked the story for the most part, but like
I played this.
it,
I played the story too, but no multiplayer. I don't know
yeah,
if you
me
played
neither.
multiplayer.
Multiplayer
Yeah.
was crap. So
Yeah.
and the Forge wasn't as good either. So
Yes. Right. It was like it was a little lackluster in every
yeah.
way.
So
Sad.
Takel said, "Who even cares about Halo anymore? We have Doom."
Oh, we have Doom. Oh my god, dude. I can't wait. I need to go through all the Dooms, all of them.
Man, I was a big fan of the 2016 one, but yeah. Okay. Yep.
Well, guys, thanks for joining me on the channel. Thanks everybody for coming
fun.
in and giving
Yeah,
us
man.
your opinions. Kirby, thank you for raging and for being an
Oh,
angry
anytime.
Pikachu today.
I'm so
Oh,
mad
man.
still.
Angry Pikachu. Yo,
So-
Wombat, thank you for hosting this, dude.
No problem. And so 2 weeks from now is GDQ. We will not be able to host live from GDQ this year because Kirby will be heading back that day.
That's the
And
day
Trell
GQ
is going to be
ends.
at the Mall of America. So we're going to probably. So our anniversary is actually the following week from that anyway,
Okay,
because
great.
we started the first weekend in July.
July, right?
So
Okay.
the next time that we
Wow.
will be streaming, this will be our anniversary of the beginning of our podcast, which is pretty
Yes.
freaking crazy.
That's crazy.
So we don't have a topic yet. We're gonna try and come up with some good stuff for you guys. But this is a great chance for you guys to put in some input because, we really wouldn't have a podcast without you guys coming in, chatting with us, telling us what your opinions are, and things like that. So please give us ideas. If there's small topics you want us to talk about, maybe we'll do like a lightning round type of thing
Yep.
and we'll go from there. But you can pop in the Discord, have a Rogue Scholars channel in the Discord that you can state your stuff or give us ideas. We're always willing to do stuff for that. And
Preferably something that will salt Kirby up.
Maybe-
Dude, that's so
we'll-
easy. That's so easy to do.
we'll talk about a whole bunch of different things probably in the next stream. Sometimes we don't come up with it till like the week before. Like we're like, oh
Or the
yeah,
night
E3 is
before,
happening.
anything
We
could
should
happen.
probably talk
Yeah.
about E3. Maybe Troll will finally get to watch Endgame by then, and we'll
Absolutely
talk
not.
about
No,
that. I
he's
don't
not
know.
gonna do it.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, I still have to do that. I forgot.
yeah, you forgot all about the challenge. And hopefully my cough will be better by then. So a lot to look forward to. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the Discord. We'll see you out there in Twitchland, and
Twitchland.
as always, keep it real. Have a great one.
Yup.
See you guys.